I thought there was a fly on me, and I go to brush it away, and it leaves, right? And then I'm driving, and I look down, it's a giant black jumping spider.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and fucking, there's nowhere to turn out. It's just one lane each side. It really, I mean, you think dudes in war have it hard? You weren't me in that moment.
You're listening to the Art and More podcast with your hosts, Nathan and BR. Nathan is a Canadian illustrator with a couple years of military experience, and BR is a British anarchist that moved to the States. Both are passionate shooters and community builders. Together, they run the Seaburn art page. Enjoy the show.
Alrighty. Welcome back to the Art and More podcast. I'm your host, BR. I'm joined by my co-hosts, Nathan.
Hello.
And Al.
From down under.
And today we have a very special guest, Charlie. Welcome back to the show, man.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello, Al from Down Under.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
I'm not going to do that voice the whole time, don't worry.
Yeah,
You could.
Gonna be asking to bum a cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh, God. If he says in that accent, my fucking zipper's going to bust, dude.
Everyone's got a lighter. Come on, don't be a cunt. Don't be a tight cunt.
He's just spending the whole fucking podcast bitching about crocodiles.
It's not even related. Like, what are your thoughts on this topic? I'm like, well, Steve Irwin.
I like how you had to make a voice to say it in your regular accent. That was sick.
It's the extra layer.
I feel it.
It's like when you go to like fast food and you ask for an extra ingredient. It's a little special, a little treat.
I find it
like,
yeah.
Al will relax and then he'll just release like the most like natural thing,
big load on you.
No, yeah, the most natural big load.
That's after hours.
Oh no.
I find it really funny that through some coincidence or otherwise, like the three of us are Commonwealth, and that's really fucking gay.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Oh, that is wild. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. But
in what order would you kill us?
Are we allowed to talk about your visit here? Your first like little tidbit of America is going to be Idaho.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
in September,
Well, the enthusiasm, dude. Though.
Yeah, it's fun. That's
He was
that's probably
actually
how
holding
most
a gun
Commonwealth people
to
visit
my head
Idaho.
right now. He's like, we
It's
allowed
not
to
even
talk
just
about
Idaho. It's like Nampa, Idaho, which has nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
this is
driven
America,
through
eh?
Nampa, and I can't remember a single fucking thing about it.
Yeah, I still drive through Nampa, and I can't remember a single thing about it.
You're gonna be America maxing in the middle of fucking desolate Idaho. God bless.
Yeah.
If I don't have a Glock 19 on me within like 2 minutes of getting off the plane, I'm gonna be disappointed.
It's probably going to happen, realistically.
Say it to him in the airport.
Yeah,
They
that's
just
how
give
all
them
of
to you
our
when you
visits
get
go.
here.
Yeah, like especially you get picked up in Nathan's Prius. Like he hands you a gun, no matter like if you have one or not.
It's
like,
just
hey,
a legal requirement.
Yeah. And I saw a meme yesterday. It's like, if you work at a gun counter, like you see a car pull up, who has what? And it's like you see a Nissan Altima, they have like a Draco and a High Point in there kind of thing. The very last one was just like a silver Prius exactly like mine, and it's like 11 machine guns. Yeah,
Wait,
I can see
Is
that.
it 11 transferable machine guns? I was like, not transferable.
Yeah, that's not even a lie, though. That's not even a lie.
Yeah, they're
My old lady has one of those like
transferable, I'll give them
four-wheel drive Priuses, and
There's a fucking 4-wheel drive Prius.
yeah, it's all-wheel drive Prius, and dude, that thing is sick as fuck. And I'm always packing. I get out of that little Prius like a fucking big cool guy, dude. Like, yeah, I'm fucking packing. Let's go into Costco.
I love that, man. I think I talked about it in the show the other day, but I had the first guy like see my Prius with Canadian plates at this bumblefuck gas station at Deary, and he goes like, "You're a long way from home, boy." Like mustache, 60 years
Racism
old,
implied.
has a mullet. And my buddy with me like picks up on his tone immediately, hands me a meg of green tip and says like, "Hey, show him this, he'll know you're American." So I did, and he refused to look at my face again. He did not say a single fucking word.
Yeah, it's good he didn't take that as a threat.
Yeah, he probably took that as a threat.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah.
Imagine getting punked out by a dude Prius Canadian license plate.
always possible. Like, not probable, but always possible in northern Idaho.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, sorry we couldn't record yesterday. I am going to get into my fucked up day a little bit.
He's Canadian and he's already apologizing. Take note.
well, who starts with that fucked up day? Charlie
Yeah,
had
I
a
was
fucked
gonna
up
say.
day.
You know,
Nathan had a fucked up
Charlie,
day.
start with yours because I'm just going to
Yeah.
complain about Indian people for like 2 hours.
That's
Dude,
gonna
I
be
could
most of
go
the show.
on forever
A
about
crazy
Indian people.
coincidence.
Dude, I collect so many feed pics from those scammers. It's fucking ridiculous. But, nah. So my day, right? A lot of stuff to do. Go to the gym, go to the range, function test, blah, blah, blah. Pack for the match, all that shit. Well, I'm at the gym. And so yesterday, like later on yesterday, there was a post and some dude in there was essentially advocating for suppressor regulation, right? Like he was pro NFA. So I started like talking shit, kind of.
Yeah.
What's your reasoning? Da 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 da. Right? Because the NFA is bullshit. Anyways, people called him a cuck. Then he messaged me. We don't follow each other. I don't know the guy, but he messaged me and he's like, "Why are people calling me a cuck? Because I don't think anyone should just be able to go into a gun store and buy a suppressor." And I said, "Because that makes you one, right?"
Correct.
Posted it,
True.
redacted the kid's name, just blacked it out because I'm not trying to get hundreds of people to fucking harass a kid, right? Some college dude. And so I posted on my story. Well, Otter Creek Labs, super cool guys, make great cans. They
Yeah,
screenshot the
I
story because they thought it was funny how essentially I was calling this kid a cuck. And they posted on their story. But when they screenshot it and they posted it on their shit, it looked like it was them having a conversation with me and I was advocating for fucking the NFA, right?
No.
If you didn't look at the profile pic and see that it wasn't my profile pic to the person sending the message. And so I'm
Yeah.
at the gym today, I'm just doing cardio, just on the Stairmaster, which isn't gay. And I just get a notification on Instagram and just someone on a post just calls me a cuck. And I'm like, okay, sick. Like, cool. So I'm like, are you telling me I'm one? Or are you like declaring it? And then he just goes cuck again. I'm like, fuck, all right, cool, man. Like, you must be a guy who's upset that I think the NFA should be abolished.
Yeah.
And then another dude gets on there and is like, you're gayer than the ATF. And by this time, I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense, right? Because if he likes the NFA, how's he making fun of the ATF too? You think that'd go hand in hand, right? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I get a notification on my messages. This larger account posted, they saw the Otter Creek screenshot and was like, I would like to know why Charlie thinks the NFA is a good thing or something like that. And I'm like, holy fuck, bro. So then I'm just getting inundated with some people like calling me a cuck and all that shit, which I don't blame them, because if anyone said they support the NFA, I'd call them a cuck too, which I did. So long story short, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like getting raided all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I hit up Otter Creek. I was like, hey, bro, I think it looks kind of funny on your page there. And he's like, what the fuck? How do people think that? And I was like, yeah, I don't know, dude. So he took it. He took it down and he put up a new one. Spent essentially kind of being nice about it. But the whole day, I'm just like, it was like a 2 or 3 hour thing where I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how of a sudden am I like the world's cuckiest cuck? You know what I mean? Like, holy shit.
Man.
That was pretty much it, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I find, especially in the gun space, I'm sure like any space, reading comprehension is really fucking low. Like,
well, we all
this has
wanna
happened
hate
to
and
us. I
dunk
feel
on
like this
people.
happened to like everyone.
Yeah.
Where they'll take things at face value, and like it's addicting to be angry, and like you see something like that, like headline culture is kind of like, oh, I'm going to get mad, and path of least resistance. This is you. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, because on their story, it was just a big, like, it had my tag.
yeah,
And instead of just looking at the actual screenshot, where it was obviously not me supporting the NFA, they were just like, oh, that fucking little bitch.
yeah.
And then they don't even fucking comment back to apologize or anything. My fucking feelings are hurt the rest of the day, dude.
You'll get a message in 6 months going like, Hey Charlie, what's the best gun for competition shooting? Like it'll be cuck and then a question about some competition shit.
Oh yeah, then I'll say like G34 Walther PDP, you fat piece of shit.
Thanks, cuck.
Taurus G2C.
Yeah.
Shit,
Just give him
I'd
really
like-
bad suggestions.
I would love to
Yeah.
see someone running a Taurus.
But
Did
yeah,
you say that?
is-
Did the Australian say that? Taurus G2C?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh shit, maybe
knows
he
a thing
does
or
know a
two.
little bit, dude.
Yeah. he's been Al here has been like you've been like remote working in the space.
Yeah, I would go as far to say you know more than I fucking do at this point.
All right, bro,
No,
give me your
definitely not
favorite
that.
bulk carrier group specs right now.
Or you're a poser.
You better tell me all
Yeah.
the materials.
Yeah, and if you don't, then you support the NFA, piece of shit.
Name
I'm gonna
every
post that to my
gun.
story right now.
Yeah, if you don't send me those specs and also a naked picture of yourself, then I'm fucking putting you on blast.
Feet.
Feet. Let me hear
Either
your
or.
Indian rant, because this is
Oh.
super interesting.
I
Oh,
thought you were
man.
gonna say Indian
Well,
accent. I was gonna try to get
You know,
Nathan to
the
do one.
natural enemy of the Chinaman is the Indian.
Oh my god. You see that thing? Like China and India, like their border is so volatile that they've taken the guns away from everyone because they keep on
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
shooting each other. So
Well-
the based Chad, Chinese what's the phrase now? Rice eye? I don't know. The based Chads gooks have like they're all carrying medieval weapons now, and they'll just bait the Indian side into like following them up a mountain or something, and they will just home alone them to death.
How do they bait him? Just like, hey, by not taking a shower?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just like,
They're
hey,
using
don't shit in the
lethal
street.
weapons now, such as a garden hose.
There's like, oh, hey, Indian guys, there's a train over here if you want to fucking come check it out. They just can't resist.
I hear there's some old people that really want to get scammed over here.
Hey, that was
There is a
racist.
single lone woman in the streets at the top of this mountain.
I was debating making that joke, and I'm glad you did. I
He's like,
think,
I can edit it out. I've
I'm
got
British.
the power.
I'm allowed. That's my culture.
I was going to say, like, if anyone hates Indians more than the Chinamen, it's Canadians and Brits.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys inundated with those.
Yeah.
What are you saying? They are British. Anyway,
But yeah. So,
this
I
is
had
like a
this thing.
multi-part series at this point.
yeah, this is a multi-part series. We've talked about this guy before, how he got he made national news being beat up for wearing a MAGA hat. But he's just kind of like local. He's involved with all the politics. He was like one of the founding members of a gun club I volunteer at. And I kind of like I started moonlighting, like teaching CCW classes and like Pistol 1, Pistol 2, like basic level shit.
Yeah.
So I have a thing where, if someone asks me like, hey, Nathan, like, can you come teach me something? Like, I'll generally just do it. Like, I'll hop in my car and I'll be like, yo, like, I don't know you very well, but meet me at this gravel pit at this time, bring a little bit of ammo and we'll run through some basics. And it's good for me because I get a little bit of practice. It's good for them because hopefully they learn something that's not like,
Yeah.
hey, don't put your gun in your mouth or do. I don't really care.
It depends what skill level you're at.
Yeah. Bointing
high
becomes
enough,
cool
you can do
again at like Pistol 4, I think.
It's
But
a knowledge transfer.
Knowledge transfer.
so there's this guy, and his name. No, I'm not going to dox him again. I'm pretty sure I've doxed him on the show before, so I'll make people have to do the smallest amount of work. This man has probably taken more professional instruction than the four of us put together. This guy every year will go and he'll take PRS courses, CQB, Pistol 1, Pistol 2, USPSA focused stuff, but he doesn't shoot super, proficiently. And that's okay. Like, that's why we're going to go learn. Maybe we'll get something out of it. So
Yeah.
I give him a little packing list. I'm like, okay, I know you don't have a car right now because you ran a red light and it got T-boned. I will go pick you up, which Indian driver, we'll get into that we won't get into that one. So I pick him up, drive him, it's like an hour and a half to go to the pistol pit that my USPSA buddies are meeting me at. and he unpacks the car, pulls out an airsoft gun, and 0 ammunition. He's like, "Yeah, I forgot." So it becomes a
Preface
3-hour
this-
dry fire session. Sorry?
I was going to say, preface this by saying Nathan clearly sent a text that was like, bring ammo this time because last
We
time we
shouldn't-
had to dip into mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't need to be said when you're going shooting, but hey ho.
No,
Yeah.
no, but even so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and normally I have the choice, like, hey, am I going to spot this guy ammo? But every fucking time it happens. And I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm a nice guy. Like, normally that means the opposite. But normally, like, if we've gone that far, I'll spot you out of my stash. But it has happened, excuse me, it's happened every single fucking time.
With
Every
that
time.
guy, it's happened multiple times.
Yeah, he'll bring like 50 rounds and be like, okay. Like, we
Nathan's
just
too
drove
nice.
3 hours. Like, what?
Oh,
what-
yeah,
You don't
he
get
planned
it.
that
You don't
out.
get it, Nathan. He's just effective at training. 50 rounds is all he needs.
Like,
He watched-
this guy is
he
scamming
watched
me.
it.
He's a real life Indian scammer, and I didn't even get a feet picture from him.
Damn, dude. What's up, everyone? BR here with a quick message from our new sponsor, Cloud Defensive. We've been huge fans of Cloud Defensive lights for quite some time. If you've been with us from the start, you've probably heard us mention Chad Defensive a number of times. Personally, I own the full-size Rain models, 1.0, 2.0, and their all-new 3.0. Every rifle needs a sling, an optic, and a light, and Cloud Defensive is consistently my choice for rifle lights. Cloud Defensive lights' durability, brightness, and top-notch design features make them a no-brainer in my rifle setups every single time. Whether you need a rifle light like the Rain, an EDC option like the MCH or Chicro Admin, or are looking forward to the EPL for handguns coming this year in 2025, Cloud Defensive has you covered. We're excited to partner with them, and as a listener, you can get 10% off site-wide using the code ARTANDWAR10. That's ARTANDWAR10. Every purchase with our code directly supports the show. Check them out via the link in the show notes or through our Seaburn Art link tree in our bio. Thanks for listening, and now let's get back to the show.
Like, so
That's intentional.
100% it's intentional. And getting into Indians are the weakest race, homeboy, like, I'm getting him to, like, we're just going to fucking dry fire at this point. Like, I don't want to lose my day. We're going to get a couple reps in. Like, I'm just getting him to, like, reload his rifle, reload his pistol, whatever. He does not have the arm strength to hold up his bare bones arrow 16-inch fucking red dot, and that's it. Like, he's just like dangling it, like muzzle almost touching the ground, like flipping it upside down, all the weight in his sling, and like reloading it from the top. It's like, my guy, holy fuck, what are we doing here? I thought at the very least we get some funny stories out of it. Like, the kind of cruel aspect of my personality, I think, wanted to walk out with a funny story. Instead, it was just kind of sad.
Yeah, it was sad that he had an arrow.
Yeah. Man. So
Oh shit.
there's a certain thing about training which, like, I think if you're going to do a rep of fucking anything, it's like, put your all into it. I'm not going to be like, hey, you know, like, every rep, do it like it's the last rep of your life. That's not necessarily bad advice, but, you know, if that aggression isn't there, I think you should. I think you should. Every time you clear that holster, maybe do it with some purpose so you can grab some training value. But every single rep this guy did, he was trying to cheat it to make it easier. It's like,
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit ever.
yeah, like, Megs don't go back into the pouches. Like, they're a third in, so it'll be a little faster to reload. Still the slowest guy there, but he's not putting him in all the way because he can't defeat his S-Tac Kiwi. Like,
That's like
It-
that's like the dudes who will like have their hand on their gun.
yeah,
You know what I
which
mean?
he did.
Before the beep.
Yeah,
Yep.
multiple times. Like, he would, like, defeat the, like, flip the hood down, turn his safety off. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, are you gonna do this in real life? Is this what you want to train for? Do you want to, like, always train with your hand on the gun? You know, if you carry with your safety off, that's fine. And he's like, no, I always have the safety on. Like, then why are you fucking doing this? What are we doing?
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it
you're
doesn't help you
wasting-
during the draw stroke when you actually have to actuate the safety.
Yeah,
You just fucking holy shit. That you know
Yeah.
what this whole I don't it's not that I don't want to say it, but I will say it. That's such an Indian story.
yeah.
Such an
Oh,
Indian
man.
story.
Everything was so limp, dude. It was just like noodly, like no aggression, no nothing, just cheating and trying to make things easier. And he would not even talk to the other two USPSA guys. Like, he would not look at them or say a fucking word, even when they gave him advice. it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nothing.
He's just like,
He
yeah.
just ne-
See,
He
that's
acted like they
insane.
weren't even there.
He just
Like,
needs the right motivation. So what you need to tell him is like, usual people it would be, oh, if you don't do this drill, your family's gay and everyone dies or something.
Yeah.
For him, you need it to be like, oh, it's your 4th call of the day and you still haven't got a gift card. So
And then they
You're going to
drop
go
those like
down a
beans or
cask.
whatever
We're
on
going to
his
demote
desk.
you.
he
We're
just
going to
starts
make you
screaming, "Do not
untouchable."
redeem."
That's insane. So he's even trying to scam himself.
Yeah.
I love that. And I
And-
think that's why it's so easy to like get these guys to send feet pics when I fuck with them. Is just because.
Oh my god, he just texted me.
Oh, really?
Like
Live. Bring him
Yo,
on.
he probably said something like, "Great training."
Thank you, BTW. Okay, that's nice at least.
Yeah,
But-
that's nice.
Yeah.
Yo,
Send some fucking
$20.
feedback.
$20. You won't tell him to fuck off right now.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you so
How
much.
about-
for the
how about
time,
a bit more
Nathan. I
mild?
know
How
I'm
about
not
just say-
improving.
I am going to ask him for feet pics now. Feet.
Tell
pics.
him you just
Hold
bought the
on,
gift
let's see if my strategy works
Yeah.
on how I get feet pics. So
what
tell
do you
him,
say?
like you really enjoyed training and you look
Right.
forward to the next training, but you need to build trust. Can you send a picture of his foot? That way you
Oh
can
my
start.
god. Take.
Did you just? Oh, that was easy.
That was really easy. That was
He
weirdly
didn't even get
easy.
the
Oh,
text
but those
out.
are
He was
shoes.
just-
Those are shoes.
Yeah, that doesn't count. So I
Yeah,
replied,
no.
take shoes off. Let's see if it works.
Say take shoes off. We'll place big
I'm at
order.
work. I can do it post.
Call him pussy.
I
Not
just
showing
heard
high
we'll
enough
place
trust.
big order.
The best one I got was the dude.
Yeah?
You could tell he must have gone into a bathroom or something, and he sat down because I wanted him to send me a video. And I had him wiggle his feet, and he goes, "Hello, Charlie Daddy."
I still have not got the voice ones. I did get one where he sent just pictures, and then he just randomly decided to send a video as well, and I was like, all right.
Oh, dude, you could get him. You get him wherever. Fuck, there's this. What is it? It's this one. Let me see if I could find it real quick.
Dude, I want to collect Indian people feet pictures like fucking Pokemon cards.
It's so easy, and I'm wondering if they found out to like HRF Concepts. You know them?
Yeah. No, they're really cool.
Kings of getting Indian feet pics. Kings. They start doing it, and they will get the Indian dudes to say stuff for me, like "Hello, Charlie," things like that. And it's just like a little greeting, dude. It's so funny.
That is so fucking funny. Oh, another text. Oh, we got
Yo,
him.
you got
We
the
him,
goods,
boys.
dude.
Damn, Nathan's a closer.
any excuse, dude. They're for it.
Holy shit.
Send him a text back saying, I will get the gift card for you.
Say again.
Something around those lines. Something to do with gift cards.
No, Nathan, forward those to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Give them the
Oh
exclusive. They
man.
can
Oh,
continue
we
their
brought it up on
coverage.
the show, but yeah, this guy got his ass absolutely kicked by two like full communist fucking like local people. And it became like a whole issue. Although like he became a right-wing Z-list internet celebrity basically overnight. Which
He's probably stoked.
and now I have his feet pics.
He's just, dude. That would have been such a funny fight to see. Some like
It's partially on
two
video.
furry commies just beating the shit out of some Indian guy, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on, dude? You just
Dude, I got
have
the
like
video
two
of it.
different
It's
groups of
wild.
not people fighting.
Oh man.
Copy.
It's like Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose.
I mean,
Holy shit.
It's two white pinkos beating a minority, which is like, just like,
And I'm pretty sure he's like autistic parentheses derogatory.
yeah. So that's like
Okay.
two more minority like
Yeah, he's-
additions to his card.
He's not the
Yeah,
good
we're
kind of
just
autism like you
dogging
want.
on some autist dude, like a legit autistic guy.
Well,
Yeah.
dude, it's fucking weird because like Turning Point was trying to make him like the new brown face of like right-wing victimhood, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, because we covered this a couple of weeks back because this was like a local thing in Nathan's neck of the woods. Who knows this?
Yeah,
dude?
like
and all the
what's his
next
face
thing-
came out here. The
Charlie Kirk.
guy. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, next thing you know, it's like this somewhat minor national news story. And it's like, what, you mean the autistic Indian dude that Nathan shoots with?
I absolutely
Like,
love the
what
the
fuck?
photo of him with Charlie Kirk. It's hilarious. The guy's built like a thumb.
We gotta. God, Nathan, if you redrew that and did like the tiny face meme with Charlie Kirk.
Yep. I was just thinking the same thing. I don't even know what I would type into YouTube to like Indian guy gets beat up or what.
I wonder if
I
that
can
would
find
actually.
it for you quickly.
No, I want to see if I can hunt this down just by searching that. And
Yeah, I'm curious.
there's
how
a
much
lot of
research-
videos of Indian dudes getting beat up, dude.
by communists in Idaho.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know.
Indian
Wait, was it
guy
Idaho or
gets
Washington,
beat
Nathan?
up. WSU. It was at Washington State University.
Oh.
Yep. WSU response to Trump hat attack. WSU instructor facing assault charges. Yeah, there's like a bunch. The first three things are about it, at least.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, you know, whatever. I got his feet pics, so there we go.
Yeah, who really
All of
won?
yesterday was worth it now.
That's
Oh,
insanity.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So yeah,
Idaho, or that general region of the U.S. Like you guys keep it interesting.
yeah. It's fun up here. It's silly. It's silly. Either way, not to keep on talking about Mr. J. Sani. Oh no, I just doxed him. Whatever. It's not like he wasn't enjoying his 15
Yes,
Oh
that
no,
is
he has
his
the
real
same
name.
name of 800 million other guys.
Yeah.
Like, you doxed 800,000 people.
Yeah, not to talk about Rakesh too much, but
Pajit. But yeah, no. So Charlie, you made a YouTube recently. I don't think we've actually
You
really
made a
talked about.
YouTube?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
so-
10 subscribers, good work.
Yeah.
What's up?
10 subscribers, good work.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's go. 6 of them are my mom.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no.
I was going to-
Went in and made it with my buddy. You met him, Fetsy.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah,
the
yeah, Fetsy's
videographer,
great.
and he does all the edits and shit like that. So yeah, we're hitting it together and just trying to get content out. It's
Yeah.
takes up a lot of time, but no, it's fun.
Sorry, could you hear that?
Yeah, you made
Yeah.
me sad as fuck.
That was my lab yelling. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's the excuse he uses. He's actually got a federal agent tied up in his living room.
yeah, I
whining
got
at
a
him.
8-month-old chocolate lab puppy.
Oh man.
So I feel it.
Chocolate labs are the best. Yeah, I've been
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
pictures. Tell us about her.
You're like, actually, forget YouTube
It's
for
a
a
him,
second.
Fuck
sir.
your YouTube. I want to know what's on.
Tell us about the lab.
Dude, just a fucking awesome dog. So we have an older dog, Rumjack, and then so we had a black lab Great Dane, and he passed, and then we gave it some time, and Rumjack just he had to have another dog around. So eventually he found it was close to the election, and there were some people just over the border in Oregon who they're chocolate lab breeders. That sounded weird as fuck, like they fuck chocolate labs. But anyways, they threw it up, and it was a cool price. And usually they're all spoken for even before they're born, or like right after they're born. But with the election, they were worried that people were going to back out, so they waited till they're adoptable. Threw the dogs up, and then my wife, she wanted a golden retriever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling that. Not bad dogs or anything, but nah, lab is the way to go. So strategically planned it to where we went and checked out the labs first, and yeah, picked him up. He was the biggest of the bunch, the goofiest, and just a awesome dog. He just wants loves and pets and frisbee, and that's it, man. You know what I mean? Like, he don't need to be a guard dog. That's why I have guns. He just wants to hang out, and it's like every time he turns around, it's like the first time he's ever seen you. He's just so excited.
I love that. Labs, there's something about them. They're just so no thoughts, head empty, but they fucking love you so much.
Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. He's so funny. He is so funny. Was it? I had a few buddies in town. We were filming some videos. One of them was the long range video we did, and he's still getting used to strangers. So he's like, "Who the fuck is that guy?" So there's been two rando white guys that walk downstairs from the guest bedroom, and he freaks out. And yesterday, I go to walk downstairs, and he didn't recognize me because the lights were off, and he's just like, "Oh," he's freaking out, dude. It was so funny. But then when I actually got downstairs again, it was like the first time he's ever seen me. So
I love that. I love that so much. Their object permanence isn't fantastic, or like with Maple, my dog. I kind of made the mistake of taking her out too much in a row. Like young dogs, especially, you've got an 8-month old. They have like an infinite well for energy. Maple's 5 now, so she doesn't. But I've been like, it's getting to be good weather. I've been taking her out for like an hour or two to the park every single day. But now she is cartoonishly muscular and can drag me around, and it's become a problem. Like,
Yep, she's used to it. She's like, it's bad. It's that time. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Just like frisbee with this guy. We step outside, he immediately runs and grabs one of 6 frisbees we got, and he's just like, nah. And he'll just bark
it's
at you.
fucking time. Like,
so, holy shit. Funny. I was actually playing frisbee. I took a picture. I forgot to send it to you when you were like, "Oh, no rush." And I was like, "Yeah, better not be fucking in a rush and playing frisbee with Butcher."
Dude, send me the fucking dog pictures.
Oh, dude. You fucking... All right, dude. I hope you're ready, dude. I hope you're ready to fucking cry on air.
Oh, dude. Always. I'll send BR and the same, like, I will go out and try and get the most unflattering pictures of my dog as I can, like drool flopping everywhere, ears going in different directions, like mouth half open, and that's what they get daily.
Hey, it's a good group chat. It goes from that to stories about Jay
Indians.
And
yeah.
Indian hate.
So I don't know. Have you guys seen Asian Kenny on any of my stories?
Yeah.
I think I met him with you at Stockpile.
Yeah. Tall Asian, Chai-Com.
Yeah.
So fucking he has a kid, right? Kid isn't as cool as a puppy, and like a year old or something like that, and he'll be going on about, oh yeah, kid did this and kid did that, and it's just like, oh yeah, well my dog, and I always think it's fucking funny because I just hit him with the dog shit. It's like, your kid's cool and all, but also I don't think he knows shit.
Do you have a thing where your lab likes to first, what's his name?
Butcher.
It's a good ass name. Does he like to roll in shit? That is the one problem I have.
No, it's crazy. He doesn't like to roll in shit. Even on walks, he doesn't like to shit away from the house. He does this one thing though, because when he was a puppy, we allowed him on the couch, and now he is allowed on the couch. I call him front flip boy. And I'm like, all right, it's front flip boy time, and I'll go and I'll sit on the couch, and he'll run up on the couch, and even his size now, he'll bury his head between me and the couch, and he'll front flip into belly pet position.
I love that.
And it's the funniest shit ever.
I love that so much.
But no dog shit.
Yes. No, you're lucky. Maple will generally not go for dog shit, but like other animals shit, she is obsessed with it. She will eat it, she will lie in it, she'll roll in it. She does not care.
So you've got an Indian dog, is what you're telling us.
Apparently. She's a street shitter, and she just loves it. If you tell her not to, she will beat you to death with a pack of 40 other labs.
What's Maple's opinion on street food?
How
does she prefer?
Don't throw up. Don't throw up.
A bit of cough in it.
I appreciate the dog pics. Oh, he's perfect.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking getting after it already, bro.
Yeah, I'm sending that to wife.
Let's see here. I'm trying to. Oh, I don't know. I post them on my story, so I don't even know which ones I've posted on my story. So he's like my dry fire partner. He doesn't like my other dog. He doesn't like the beep of the timer, even though I put a piece of tape over it. This guy though, he just hangs out with me whenever I'm working on guns, optics, dry firing. He will just hang out with me while I do it. Doesn't mind anything. The only thing I have to get him out for is when I'll do mag changes, and I have like 60 or 70 Magpul Glock mags, so I'll just run through them if I'm just doing that, right? And fucking every time one drops into the bucket, he'll have to sniff it and check it out. It's like, okay, that's the only time. Got to get you away.
Yeah.
Chasing after the mags and shit.
Yeah, they're always underfoot and they're going to get beamed. Maple's similar, except we kind of before I was in the picture, someone used a laser pointer a little bit too much, and now she's super reactive to lights or lasers, and she's smart enough to put together the guns have lights on them. Guns create the things that she really likes, so she will try her hardest to get ahead of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it becomes a problem, especially like hiking or anything like that. A buddy of mine has a little suppressed 22, and she's found out that like, well, it's very quiet, but if he points it at something, noise is going to happen over there. So she will instantly, like, if he raises it at all, she will get ahead of the gun.
She runs to where he's aiming.
She will run ahead of it.
Oh Christ.
No
that's
survival instincts.
Butcher
And
does
she
that
also
shit when I
eats
got
cat
one of
food.
those grip keepers, one of those laser grip keepers.
Yeah.
I'll point it, and he just goes after the laser. He just goes ham. So that's actually that's a good warning. I guess I shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, check out my new D-Bull. Oh fuck.
Right, just like a full power pack. Fuck.
Yeah. Like
It's,
she has figured out, especially like, yeah, the Peck is the most expensive dog toy that I have, and I try not to like reward her for getting ahead of guns, but
Try
like,
not
there's
to.
no there's no deprogramming it at this point.
Nah,
I
it's
just
set,
stop
bro.
fucking around with it if she's anywhere near.
Yeah, it's absolutely set.
Yeah,
And you can't say no, dude. If you don't like dogs, or if you even say no, you're I don't like you. You're an asshole.
you're a I have a little bit of a litmus test for people. It's like, how do you treat like three things: children, animals, and people who like work in service, like
And a fourth
like
one is
baristas.
Indians.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you treat
different
Indians?
reactions required.
Dude, that's a big one for me too. Oh, that's like what was it? Something cool that actually, since we're talking about dogs. So we
Yeah.
filmed a video with Hunter Constein. I don't know if you've met him. Super cool guy.
Yeah.
Really good shooter.
I'm doing a. God, am I good to say? Yeah. By the time this goes live, I'm doing a target of him for his class this weekend. Like of his
Brilliant.
face. He's teaching down at 3 Aces, probably on the same day that this episode goes live.
What was it? So we're filming, and then he's coming out with a dog collar. So you know his belt, which is fucking awesome belt. Use Cocox, hashtag Cocox. But no, he's coming out with a dog collar, and then we're filming the video, and just randomly he's like, all right, we played rock paper scissors. He's like, whatever, we agreed on an amount. So essentially, long story short, however many sell, so it's 50. If 50 sell using code Cox, which I don't take any kickbacks, just to keep track, he's donating 50 collars to a shelter, which I thought was sick as fuck. So he
I love
passed
that.
the
That's
litmus
awesome.
test.
Fuck yeah.
I said that retard. Litmus.
Litmus. I think litmus.
Look, you got two British people and one Canadian. I don't think we can correct
if
you on pronunciation.
Yeah, it'll be a fucking.
Yeah, so you are British, you fucking lying piece of shit.
Oh wait,
Yeah, they're just.
Yeah,
British
that's what I
out in the
thought,
sun.
dude.
proxy.
Fucking faker, dude. Are you even a human?
Stolen valor for being
I'm
Australian.
like the
has to
worst.
be
I'm the
lowest
even
fucking
worse
thing.
British.
You just got the guy version of Siri in here. Stop giving me boners, robot.
Man, but yeah, back to YouTube.
Yeah, my bad.
No, dude. That is this show. We just fuck off about whatever. I think the last time we recorded, I'd been driving for like 12 hours or something stupid, and I was borderline nonverbal. I think we just kind of dry fired the entire time.
It was a good episode, though.
It was a good
playing
fucking
with a
episode.
Flux Raider. Or wait,
Yeah.
no, you're talking about with.
Yeah.
Yes, no, I get
Actually,
you.
in person with Micah. No, like I'm glad we filmed that episode the way we did because people got to actually see how an Art and War episode actually goes down when it's not an audio episode, which is generally me interviewing someone and Nathan like practicing dry-fire. It's nice that a guest could contribute in Nathan fucking off.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, what the fuck is Nathan doing?
Yeah, no, you guys carried that shit. I was like borderline. I was fucked up. I was probably not okay to drive, but whatever.
And we had just gotten done at the range too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We drove from Moscow to Boise, and then went to the range, and then went and did an episode. Like, I'm actually actually no. In between that, you guys came back to our like casting couch Airbnb.
Oh
And
yeah, that
Mi-
place was like a rape cave.
Yeah.
Oh,
Micah,
yeah.
Micah very wisely was like, "Let's not record in here. It will not look good." And it was like, yeah. I won't let my pride get in the way of that. You are quite right. It will look like we're trying.
I
we're
mean,
holding you
it's
guys
very
hostage.
fitting. It's like we could put on like hang the ISIS flag on the wall behind us. And put on
Dude,
some
we'd
fucking
be
balaclavas.
masked up anyway. Like, it would look like we took them fucking hostage. So at that time, like, fuck, that was August of last year. Like, you've gone and done the whole solo channel thing. Like, how's it? There's a couple things I wanted to get into about Guntube, like, in the current age. It seems a little different. It seems like the gun slop has kind of calmed down. I mean, it's always going to be there, but the people that I follow, I've seen a lot higher quality, like more performance oriented shit, and a lot less of the like gonzo bullshit of the last few years. Like, I don't know. I feel like you're contributing to that, by the way, like in a good way. Like, we're getting away from the bullshit.
Yeah. That's what I think too. And when Fetty and I were starting up the channel, it was kind of weird because you guys came out. Then there were, was it existential circumstances around me that kind of pushed me in the direction. All right, just gonna do a channel. And one thing is, I definitely contributed to the slop, right? Albeit
I think
a funny guy maybe put,
ways.
yeah, like maybe put some smiles on people's faces, shit like that. But one thing with the channel was like, there's a lot of shit I don't know, and I just started USPSA competition shooting like a year ago. I think it was just over a year ago, which is not that much time. You know what I mean? Some dude's been doing it for much longer. Some dude just getting into it, and it was like, I've never really been into reviews, and there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. There's a lot of guys who do decent reviews, right? There's my fucking make everyone happy statement. But seeing dudes, you'll see 10, 15 different channels all drop the same fucking video at the same time on the same shit, and then it's
the
just a
Springfield
battle of
Hellion.
personalities, and that's it. And that's not something I want to do. Now, are there guns that might interest me or something like that? It's like, oh yeah, for sure, shoot them, maybe give thoughts, but really, how can, I guess, dudes, anyone, learn, right? And while I'm learning, and it's like, well, fuck, let's try and get some videos of me learning, like the how to train, the nerfing the grandmaster series we're doing, where it's like bringing in people better than myself in a lot of videos, and essentially they just shit on me. That's it. They just kind of shit on me, but it's to show people, like the nerfing the grandmaster with Sam. He's driving with me to Washington State match tomorrow.
Dude, that is one of my
we went
favorite videos, and I show people that more or less religiously. I feel like that has done more good for people than like probably a lot of Guntube put together in terms of, hey, how should you prioritize your training? Sorry, continue.
Yeah, no, it's just like, I mean, the dude fucking beat me with, he used his comp setup, then his concealed setup, then like a 10 mil iron sight Glock, all the way down to a high point irons, and he beat me with all of them, and it was showing like, yeah, if it's the same shooter, if it's myself, and maybe I can upgrade a trigger or something like that, like, but generally you can't just go out and buy skill. I'm not going to go out and buy this gun with no experience and I'm going to be the world's greatest shooter. And that video really kind of showed that. I like to think of myself as a semi-competent shooter, or at least trying to be. And this dude just walks in and fucking with a high point and just smokes me. And it's showing it's not the quickest draw necessarily. It's not the fastest shooting. You know what I mean? It's just the efficiency in between. And then that led into, holy shit, how'd he get there? So we did the how to train video and tried to break it down. Like, how does he do it? And there's going to be a ton of ways of training and getting after it and stuff like that. But that was just one way to show people. And yeah, I want to continue that series because it's going to be a while before I make GM. The letters will come eventually. But until I get there, I want to until I win Karyoptics Nationals, which I never will. I want to continuously bring people from these different disciplines and skill sets, and just like, okay, I don't know. And my thing is, I feel like I ask a lot of stupid fucking questions. So maybe there's people out there like me who necessarily don't want to ask these dudes at this level what they think might be a dumb question. So how about I fucking ask it? They run it, they show me, and then these guys can kind of pick up on it and get the answers that they may be afraid to chase after, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, one thing I've really found is like a lot of the things that you or I or anyone else, you know, who's probably listening to this may take for granted. There's always someone who that is a genuine question for them. They shouldn't really be shamed for it. Like I feel like asking those questions is kind of important.
Oh, absolutely. It's just like any match, you know, like I shoot matches, Fetsy got into matches, so we're on the same page when it comes to putting out this content. And like we'll go to a match and we've seen an uptick, you know. I don't want to sit here and jerk my own dick. Some people say it's because of the videos. If it is, sick. If it's not, then it's a happy coincidence. But people show up at matches and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's like, join a squad. Let me run you through real quick the safety things. Or they message me and I'll be like, yo, here's Gateway Defense. They did a great video on like the in-depth, this is what you should do or not do real quick, you know? And if you suck, I remember my first match, I got fucking humbled because I thought I was a good shooter. I show up and I just get shit on, just absolute shit on. But it's a dudes who come back for that second time, that third time, and then they're getting past the what are the safety rules? What does that target mean? Things like that, and then they realize like a lot of dudes just don't realize what proficiency is, like what it looks like to be proficient with your gun, and they get to these matches and it's like, holy shit, these dudes are ripping. That's what it looks like, you know? And I haven't ran into anyone who's a dick because of it, you know? If there's anyone who was a dickhead because someone didn't shoot as well as them, anyone I know or I've shot with at a match would immediately shut that shit down. You know what I mean? I know dudes who, like that Sam guy in that video, last match, there's a new kid, you know what I mean? And he stopped to take the time. Oh, okay, here's what this target means. Here's what this, I would do this a little bit different, you know? So that's,
I love
show
that.
up, ask questions.
I have noticed it is an incredibly supportive community. Like I've been going out every week, like usually on Fridays, and just like shooting with the same couple guys, and they're all like USPSA shooters and like learning things. And I considered myself like an okay shooter before, but all the little things that you never think about, like one of them is his name's Frank, and I shoot with him quite a bit. He's a USPSA A class, really good shooter. We both shoot the same drill. It's like just a simple course of movement around some cones with like 3 targets. And in my brain, we shot it about the same. We look at the timer, and he was like 40% faster than me. And he's like, oh, well, it's actually this. It's this efficiency of motion. It's like you start to prep, you know, like as soon as you get to the second shooting position, you're already starting to present your gun forwards as your feet move into position. All the little things like that, I never would have thought about on my own if I hadn't
so
asked
much
questions or
intention.
like, searched it out. And it's not something you see on like surface level Guntube or anything like that either. And that's something I really like about your videos is like, hey, these things that 95% of us never would have thought about if we didn't shoot a match or like have a vested interest in efficiency and like that next level of shooting, we wouldn't have been exposed to it. I fucking love that.
Yeah, man. It's fuck. I know what it feels like to not know, right? To suck, whatever it is. And it's like, again, not knocking dudes who do reviews or anything like that. That's cool. Do your thing. But
there's a
it's
market
just,
for it, and like
doing that sort of thing constantly, it just ain't my jam. If someone's gonna pick something up from a video, it's like I don't want to hear the same thing about what they thought about recoil on the fucking dog shit Springfield Prodigy for the 9th time. You know what I mean? Like, nah, because as it's been shown in a video, dudes can take a high point and just beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, it's that's actually, we did this a little bit ago, and I kind of still want to do, when we saw your video of like, hey, like GM with a high point and how efficient he is. I've had this little high point C9 sitting around for ages. I ended up putting a little dot on it, and then walking it back to irons, but like, hey, if you already know how to shoot, how can you run this? And we did the same kind of non-scientific test. We put in like Frank's hands and Ethan's and mine and so, and we're all running it okay. Like it, we're all running it to a degree where it's like it is objectively not a very good gun. But I've been of kind of the mind for a little while that like a gun is a gun is a gun is a gun. Like if it goes off every time, and you know it's every gun that you can reasonably go and buy over the counter, most of them are within a standard deviation of each other. Everything else is just skill.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I was saying before, like don't get it wrong. If you were to, what are you going to shoot with the rest of your life? A high point or a G34
Yeah,
or a
100%.
steel frame PDP, of course. But that's in my hands, right? The same hands that are touching
Yeah.
both. But at the end of the day, there's like fundamentals, and if I were to go into a sketchy environment or fuck even to Costco, I would rather have that high point than nothing.
Yeah.
And I keep referring to Costco because they got blazing fucking deals.
Dude, I go to Costco on the weekends just for the hot dogs sometimes.
Oh, the glizzy, yeah, dude,
Yeah.
yeah, those things are fire.
I got that
But
dog.
but yeah, man, that's the focus of the video. And just like we did a long range like PRS, and it was like, okay, how do we not go down a rabbit hole but show? And Fetsy's really into that long range stuff, so he had some great ideas. And then my buddy came out, who does it for work, and it was like, okay, I don't know dog shit about this. And it was literally that, like, we went through positions which I got wrong. How did I get standing up wrong? Apparently I did. And then a little bit of windage, and then that one just kind of baby steps, and hopefully that'll become its own series, to where a dude maybe one day just getting into it can watch that first video and then learn as I learn.
No, I love that when you're approaching these skills, it's not about the fucking gun. Like it's so easy to make it all about the things you can buy, and I think that's been our problem for years. Like
Yeah.
it's so easy to put your fucking card details in. Like anyone can do that, and like
Mm-hmm.
it completely divorces all of the fucking skills that surround it. And I every single person in this community is guilty of it at some point, of being like, ah shit, I'll just put my credit card details in and I'm cool. Like I now have this capability. It's like, but fucking do you? Like if it has nothing to do with what the actual rifle itself is, what the pistol is, and it's just like, okay, can you actually do the thing when given a tool? Doesn't matter who made it, I don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
that's really what we should be focusing on going forward. I think in terms of like hard skills and stuff, like making the best shooters we can, it's really cool to see people finally like it kind of clicking. Like it took a little bit of the Luddite Kaczynskiite culture to be like, I don't wanna just buy things anymore. I'm kind of over it. Like it all feels
Yeah.
like slop.
And
No,
I
100%.
think that's where it's going, or at least I hope so.
At
Because
least some of us.
yeah, you'll have the reviews, you'll have the I want to get super. I mean, first thing, it's like, do I trust this person relaying the information? Because one thing I learned in the gun industry is there's a lot of good people, but there's also a lot of fucking bullshitters out there. You know what I mean? There's stuff going on behind the scenes. And then after you get past, do I trust this person? It's like, okay, how much do they shoot? What do they know? Because what they're explaining to me is just their opinion.
Yeah.
It may not be fact. It may not be anything close to it. Then once you get past that, it's like there are so many levels to it. And I've noticed that there are a lot like Stoger, Hwansik Kim, Joel Parks, all these dudes who are high level shooters are making channels and going over like these subjects. And it's so sick to see them kind of relaying that information. You know what I mean? And then for the Charlie Cox channel, it's like, okay, well, I'm not that high level of a shooter, so maybe
You're no
that's like
slouch.
the bridge. No slouch, but if I'm gonna suck like my own dick this whole podcast, I would cringe the rest of the night. You know what I mean?
I do think that like shooting is very much a Dunning-Kruger thing. Like you if you think you're good at it, you're probably not. If you think you're bad at it, you're probably in a top percentile.
Oh yeah, and well, you know, if you're one of those guys who thinks they're good at it, it's like post your practice score, post your fucking PRS match, post your. That's not the be all end all, but it says a lot. You know, just like if you're some instructor and you're selling advanced like pistol performance, whatever, and you don't have a practice score, it's like, how do I know this guy's really teaching me the most efficient way to approach that attack target? You know what I mean? How do I know this? So, but again, that's kind of people really like the 10-15 minute quick review videos. They like this. Some dudes are really into like, I want to learn how to recce and die. It's like, oh, that's sick, man. Not knocking you for it. But as far as like in all those aspects, all those different kind of formats, they're shooting. So why not have that tool in your toolbox?
Yeah. And I see a lot of like, I want to say sometimes it's friendly, sometimes it's not, sort of competitiveness between these two communities. It's like hard skills and soft skills. Por qué los dos? Like, why not both? If you learn one, why not the other? And, you know, if you want to learn one, it's cool, but don't act like if you have soft skills, you need hard skills. And like, you shouldn't be knocking each other. We're all in this for the same fucking general reasons, I think. And if you're not, that's fine too. Just like, if your reason for being good at shooting is just because you fucking like it, that is valid. That's very valid. And I think a lot
absolutely.
Of yeah.
Like, you don't ever need to. There might be some dude out there who actually is the world's best shooter and he's never hit a match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not the end all be all, but it'll help. It's the quickest way to get better. I've learned that. You know, I got addicted to it real fast. Now I'm about to fucking
drive 5
go into
hours.
my first season of majors, you know, and it's like, oh, holy fuck. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, I hope I don't forget this target, forget that target. But no, it's because I want to get better at the end of the day. It's a big, you know, there's a serious side of it where it's like, oh, I want to get better because I carry this gun when I'm out with my kids, when my wife, whatever it is. And there's also kind of like the, okay, but it's a game as well. You know, if I do bad at a match, I'm not going to put the shotgun in my mouth when I get home.
Yeah. It's all a learning experience. And I think it's like really important to separate the ego from the shooter. Like,
you have to. No one wants to shoot with that guy.
Yeah.
That
was something I was a little bit worried about would be prevalent in the community before kind of looking into it more and like shooting with the boys and doing all this stuff. And I'm really, really happy to see that's really not the case.
Oh yeah, it's whoever you surround yourself with. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of it, like that perception of you have to be a good shooter is you see YouTube videos or you see Instagram drills or something like that. And it's like, he does appear to be a good shooter because he has a fucking edit button. You know what I mean? He doesn't tell you that that's the 7th fresh target in the, you know, the whatever, how many tries. That's why. So you go into it. And then I remember just getting into shooting and meeting people. I remember the first time I shot with someone who had like 50,000 followers on Instagram. And I was like, oh, holy fuck, this guy must be good. And then I wasn't even the best shooter back then. It was like, oh, this dude kind of fucking sucks. Nice guy, but kind of fucking sucks. Like, those videos are not fucking real, you know? So, and I think that's probably where a lot of the animosity comes from, because you got dudes who put in years of work of gunning and running, whatever discipline it may be. And then it's like, sick. Okay, that guy just made 20 grand this month off of fucking a video where he gave a shitty opinion.
Yeah.
You know?
Many such cases.
Yeah, which, like, I mean, jealousy is not a great thing, but you can definitely see how it would cause a rift, you know?
Yeah. $250,000 from SIG to use their product. Like,
sheesh.
Yeah.
Not I will. Me neither, my friend.
Yes. Not naming names at all.
I think, and
but
for
they
legal reasons, this doesn't. Oh man, there are some companies who will. I mean, there's not a lot, but there are some companies, and I'm not saying what companies, right? There are some companies that I've been in the rooms where you hear 6 figures being thrown around for a series of videos, and I'm not saying, right? That's no implication of any certain person or anything, but that shit does happen, and then that kind of was like, fuck.
We're like, we are pretty small dogs on the chain of dogs. We've been offered some silly money for some silly things as well. And just kind of knowing how that whole industry works and how it was kind of explained to me is like, hey, this is the gun space. You know, traditional marketing methods aren't really possible. Like they're
Mhm.
not really something that we can do. If you have followers, if you have a view, like
If you
that,
have a
if you
reputation.
have people that are loyal and will tune in, regardless of how big you are, there will be someone for you. And I
Yeah.
don't want to say it's necessarily disingenuous, but it can be. It definitely can be.
No, it opens that door, right? It's
Yeah.
capitalism, and we're not some
Yeah.
fucking commies. So it's like, yeah, get your money. You guys came to an
Yeah.
agreement, shit like that. But
Yes.
as far as the viewer, it's when the viewer watches a video
Yeah.
and it's nothing but good things, and then all of a sudden they go out and they spend their fucking last $1,200, which obviously be responsible with your money. But let's
Yeah.
say they spend $1,200 when not necessarily they didn't need to, but they could have saved it for something else. Maybe
Yeah.
a gun that cost half as much, and they could have gotten ammo. You know.
Yeah.
So that's when it's kind of like, I think that's where the shittiness comes in. But
Yeah.
again, these are grown ass people making grown ass decisions.
Yeah. I think so
Yeah.
too. And like
My
it kind of yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like my whole thing on that is it's really like how close it gets to being life preserving gear. Like not
Yes.
everything in our space is life preserving gear. It's all
Yeah.
like in the realm of it. But if it's
Yeah.
a firearm and you're saying like, oh yeah, this thing is reliable, bet your life on it. Like I
Yes.
fucking
Like
better
there's
be
an
able
onus
to.
to the person who is consuming your product to be like, if you say this is like, if you are hucking Chinese tourniquets or steel armor,
Yes.
like
Yes.
uh, yeah. But
Yeah, well, it's crazy because like I watched a video not long ago, and it was on a fucking pistol, and it's
yeah.
like within the first 1,000 rounds, it's malfunctioning,
Yeah.
and it's like it's fucking not working essentially how it's supposed to. And it's like sometimes if it's a heavy day, right, I'll go out and I'll shoot 800 rounds without
Yeah.
any malfunctions if I
Yeah.
don't have shitty ammo or something like that. And I watch this video, then at the end it's like, you what do you mean you fucking recommend it to carry with you to protect your family? Like
Yeah. And
that.
I
Yeah.
feel like there's enough of that too. It ruins people's perception. Like a good friend of mine locally, he'll watch a video, and I think this one was on the and I don't want to name or shame companies, but it's a newer Turkish 2011.
Say no more. We.
Yes, I mean
Nah,
That's like
some of them
five
might be
different
good, some of them might
companies.
be
Come on,
yeah.
Nathan.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
what they
I've
don't
narrowed it
tell you
down
is that
to a dozen companies.
fucking after a certain
Yeah,
a lot of stuff made in the USA is made in the USA because it hasn't reached the point where, not naming the company or companies, it hasn't reached the point where they have to classify it or put it made in such and such country. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It's like all those like 922R or whatever the export regulations are on like shotguns and things like that. There's a billion of them, and I don't know where to even start. But yeah, he watched this video on this Turkish 2011, and he's like, "Oh, what do you think if I buy this? You know, it's only $800. It only jammed 4 times in 1,000 rounds. Like, my guy, that is not a healthy amount of stuff. Like, it should be 0 times in 1,000 rounds. It should be 0 times in as many rounds as it takes to get through the maintenance cycle, providing your ammunition and magazines are good. Um, like stoppages happen with bad ammo. I've had it happen.
Yeah.
I've had things have stoppages because I didn't keep up on maintenance. Like
Hmm.
it does happen. Um, but thinking that like there's an acceptable failure rate, that failure rate can never actually be 0, but it should be as fucking close to that as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why it's like these guys, these competition shooters like Stoger, Joe Parks, Wansa Kim, you
Yeah.
know, they'll talk about a gun, and when they talk about their round count, it's 20,000 rounds, forty
Yeah.
thousand rounds. You know, like I was shooting with Hunter Constein, tried one of his MMPs, and he's like, he has 80,000 rounds through it.
Holy
You
shit.
know,
Yeah.
one day I hope to be able to have that much ammo to put through a gun if I were going to give a review to say that, like, oh, I put X amount and some ridiculous amount. You know, those are the dudes, and usually, I mean, fuck, dude, they're in their own lane. They have so much going on that
Yeah.
they have nothing to lose, and they don't give a fuck about upsetting a company. So
Yeah.
they'll be like, yeah, put 20,000 rounds through it, it's dog shit, or something like
Yeah.
that, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than,
Stoger's pretty outspoken about what he says.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But, and I would, you know what, even if in the future, I met him and he didn't like me or whatever, I would still watch his videos and be like, cool, that gun fucking sucks because he put a shit ton of rounds and that's what he's saying. And I know he doesn't give a fuck. He's not bought by this company or that company.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. There's Rob Epiphania. I lost his name for a second there. We had him on the show as a USPSA GM, and this kind of stuck with me. While we were talking to him, he was, he's really good, super nice, like wealth of knowledge. You DM him any question, he just fucking gets back to you, and he has really he was like helping tutor me off the air. Excellent shooter, good guy. But it kind of reminds me of this because he had similar round counts through a bunch of guns. And I asked, not that it really matters, but out of curiosity, it's like, hey, what do you use? And he's like, yeah, I used to be sponsored by Atlas, so-and-so. I used a Shadow 2 for this amount of time, and so-and-so, 2011. Now he just uses like a Turkish Beretta, like a Gerson or something. Completely stock, doesn't care. It kind of goes back to it's the Indian, not the arrow.
Yep, exactly, dude. Exactly. And if it runs, fuck. And he's out there killing with it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find his Instagram.
He loves that thing.
That's
there it was. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Such a funny fuck around gun for a competition shooter.
Yeah.
Not even a real Beretta.
Oh, yeah, I've seen his stuff before. Yeah, he's always dry firing and shit
Yeah. He has like his garage has been cleaned out so he can do Ace VR there.
Yep, that's like who's Jay Beal shoots a Walther steel frame P2P, and he has a whole setup. What I think is his garage, like dry fire courses. It's insane. What's that guy's fucking Instagram? Because he puts he just shoots. I remember the first video I saw of his. It was a 20-yard sub 2 bill drill clean.
Holy shit.
Yeah, J Clay 94, all one word. And
man,
he just
when I get a sub 2
kills
bill drill in general, I want to suck my own dick. Like,
dude, sometimes I'll go out to the range and going with my buddy, Grip Keeper.
Yeah.
Well, that's not his real name. His real name's Ross.
Docs. His real name is Grip Keeper.
but yeah, what was it? There's the thing about bill drills. My splits are just they suck, right? So like, it's like I'll go out and sick, first try sub 2 bill drill. I'm the Instagram fucking lord for the day, right?
Yeah.
And then this guy was the last time we went up. He's just like fucking 176s or some shit.
Holy shit!
I'm just like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah,
you piece of shit.
That's wild, man.
There's
something
so many.
I'm realizing too is like splits really don't matter much in the grand scheme of things. Like,
because it's like you're saving. I mean, obviously, another tool in your toolbox. If I could add fast splits while still being accurate. Yeah. But I mean, what you're saving, let's say some dude's getting 15s on attack targets and I'm getting 17, 18s.
Yeah.
There better be a lot of attack targets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For it to add up. He's going to get me in other places. He's going to get me in that footwork, how I entered, how I exited, stuff like that. Yeah. Like today when I went to go get some shooting in before the match, like that's what I was working on. Is how do I take this target as I'm entering in? Is it too fast, too slow, whatever it is?
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like I never touched that at all in my entire life until Frank has me doing it. It's like getting in and out of position seems to be where all of the stuff was. Like after probably a half hour of instruction, just like learning what to do, it's keeping up with them just because like it's I don't want to say it's easy. It's fucking hard. It's absolutely something that, especially if you stand in shooting or like doing it a different way your entire life, like it's kind of hard to immediately transition to just thinking about efficiency of movement. Sorry?
Oh yeah, because you think when someone tells you, just make that a smooth entry, you're just like, oh, that sounds fucking easy, and then you just do it completely wrong.
Yeah.
Well, and also us, I'm pissed off I didn't get into this sooner in life. It's like, I'm talking with Sam. He's like 26, 27, just absolutely murders it. And he's like, yeah, okay, well, get lower. And I'm just like, fucking knees are screaming.
Yeah. That's the big thing. I think because Frank is like a gargantuan Asian man. He's like Yao Ming, basically. He gets really low, and I feel weird doing it. Like, I feel like asking him for uppies.
Like what Mao Zedong?
No need to
I stole that from my buddy.
No need to shoot shoot around the wall if you can just get someone to lift you up above it.
Yeah.
I knew you were AI.
My mind jumps to like occasionally my Quest VR headset will fuck up and it'll make me really tall. I'm like, oh, this is how the other half lives, I guess.
Right, just looking. It's like, what was it? Shooting with Jared down at Defender Ranch.
Yeah.
We're a lot of T1C guys. Shoot, he's a tall motherfucker. And I remember we were shooting a stage because you could build whole stages there and shit. And it was like, okay, so we start from outside the shooting area and draw, kind of go into it, and then it's through this window. And I remember I was like, okay, I need to take this many steps. I'm gonna try and shoot going in. And this motherfucker takes the first target and can just step like almost like a stretch and take that same target. I'm just like, I gotta reevaluate what I'm doing because he's gonna save like a whole second, 2 seconds doing that shit. It's insane. And it's crazy because I'm like 6 foot, but the doctors say I'm 5'11", and it's like fucking all I need is that little bit more, dude. Just like
Dude,
that grip keeper bit.
You're
He's
5'11",
tall.
you're that tactical, dude.
Dude, I'm so tactical. Wait till I
Tim
knowledge
Kennedy,
transfer.
he's height, probably 5'11". He's sponsored by
Dude, you don't fucking down talk Tim Kennedy, dude. Fucking Australian.
You better thank him for his service.
Show
Dude,
some
if you don't
respect.
thank Tim Kennedy for his service at least 7 times a day, you're gonna get raided by the fucking Grinder Patrol, okay? That's a fucking movie. You won't get a second one.
He's gonna burst in with FN.
Dude, he's gonna burst in not with that fucking high-paying sponsorship to try and distract from fucking negligent discharges, and then he's gonna tell you what's what.
He's the sheepdog, and you're the sheep.
Brother, negligent discharges are just a part of handling a lot of weapons, okay? Sometimes they go off.
If you don't fucking accidentally discharge into your wall, you're not handling your weapon enough, okay? I'm just gonna say that right now.
I don't know what to tell you, bud.
If you don't have a bag of 75 grenades and a girlfriend who might be a dude back home, you're a fucking shill, bro.
Sponsored
I remember
by 5'11"
actually
Tech.
seeing a thing. I forget when this was. Maybe this was a year back, and it drew me in because I wanted to see Tim Kennedy get beat, and it was him doing some kind of
With
shooting.
hammers?
I wish. But it was him doing some kind of like very basic like shooting course, and then it was like someone that had barely ever shot before, and he lost. And I was like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, well, that's what you're fucking seeing. You know, I think like for so long it was dudes like, you know, they have a fucking dope ass career in the military or yada yada yada. Let's all let the dick sucking happen for a second to cover our ass, and then they fucking get out and they teach classes, and it's the fucking, all right, I'm gonna check my surroundings seven times because that's what we did in a fucking 3-story house at Baghdad, and they beat the shit out of their wives, right? It's like okay, people are like, yeah, but I just want to shoot better, so where do I got to go for that?
No, you don't get it.
The U.S. military, son. That's where the
right,
best
and that's
shooters
what
come
was it?
from.
We have a video
Brother.
coming out where I one of my buddies, this Ranger Bat dude, right? So it's dope. So we essentially shot a course of fire, just flat range, and then it was like, okay, let's take him in his environment, and he shot well. And took him in his environment, which was the shoot house, and I got lit the fuck up, dude. I was like, man, I kind of wish he sucked at shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that whole hard skills and soft skills thing. Like I've got a buddy here, former ranger, who I'm pretty sure still thinks he's a ranger.
Dude, rangers have this communal language of ranger autism. Like every single fucking ranger I've met is like turbo autistic.
Yes,
I think
God, I love them. They're like the funnest people.
Dude,
Easiest people to deal with. I hit up my buddy and I'm
100%.
just like, yo, you want like special foods or something like that? Also, there's going to be another buddy in town, so I'm just working that out. And he's just like, no, I'm good. I could fucking, if he's still there, I'll just pass out on the floor. It's chill.
Yeah.
What is he?
So low maintenance.
It'll fuck. What's the word he uses? I forget the word, but he uses certain word. Oh, it'll buff. It'll buff.
Yep.
It's like no, dude. I'm still going to the store. What type of fucking Red Bull do you like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll buff, dude.
Dude, you got toilet water. I'll drink out of that. It's fine.
Oh yeah, easiest dudes to fucking make happy, which sounds super gay, but
Yeah,
They are also super gay.
Yes.
dude, I could have brought him in my fucking garage and be like, yeah, dude, I ain't got a blanket, and he'd be like, oh, this is fucking sick. This is a fucking nice setup, dude. It's not even raining on me or anything. You know?
That cardboard box, that for me?
Yeah, if he's lucky, dude. He'd be like, no, you get to hang out with Butcher, my little fucking dry fire buddy.
Yeah, dude, I'm using that cardboard box later, actually, so don't touch that shit. But yeah, anywhere here on the floor, bud.
Yeah, right. I have to draw fucking
use it.
Ipsix. The sponsorship didn't come through this week.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Man, I ordered 100 IPSC targets. Just like
Mhm.
I looked at the targets on eBay, and I'm like, okay,
no.
wow, this is a really good fucking deal. It's like 50
no.
bucks for 100, 30 cents each. Wow. And in the pictures, they all looked normal size. So they show up, and they're all.
You got the tiny ones, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got all the
instantly
toddlers.
that
saw that
mistake.
coming.
Mike has made that mistake. I have a whole pile of them because he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And he didn't want to return them, so I just have them.
Yeah.
But they make for great dry fire
They
for
do.
like distance, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if
But-
you need like 50 targets throughout your house.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I don't like. My house ain't that big, dog. I don't make that much money. You know what I mean? I can't hang all these fuckers up.
I got
So there's
five
literally
in every
just a
room,
pile.
and I keep my head on a swivel, just like Brovet Industries taught me.
Yeah, just like collective, group, fucking communicative industry taught me.
I got
Knowledge
my
transfer.
shower cig that I keep on me.
Yeah, I keep
Constantly
it not
screaming at
chambered.
your wife
So I
and
fucking
kids.
follow the fucking safety manual, dude. That's what I do.
That's what the Israelis taught me.
Yeah, dude. When I was working with the Israelis, it wasn't in like a combat zone, but fucking it was this hot ass chick. What they taught me was fucking right. You never draw ever. You just fucking call in a JDAM and you take out their whole family.
I keep all
God
the
bless
targets low, just like the Israelis taught me, just in case any children come in.
That's
Man,
what I should do. I should make a fucking like how everyone makes like a coin or whatever it is,
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a
Oh.
tiny target and a target in a fucking wheelchair or something like that, dude.
Yes.
It's like
I've been drawing on some of the targets, and I'll take them to the local gun club sometimes, and
Like
like
the anti-social.
like it'll be time to shoot it, and it's just like a child with a rock drawn on it.
Dude. Like, you did the ATF pistol qualification. Is there an IDF
Yeah.
pistol qualification?
Is there a what
Oh,
qualification?
is there?
I don't know, but like presumably you'd have to fucking rack your pistol, and then engage a child height target.
Oh, dude, and you know what I love is when they rack their pistols. It's not like in front, like if I'm doing a loaded start
fucking-
during a match. Yeah,
It's
it's,
like a
way
dance
up
move,
high,
It's like
dude, and it's so
crazy
intentional.
shit.
And they're always with iron sights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm pretty sure you guys got a chip factory over there. You could buy a Turkish iron sight. You know what I mean?
I'm
It's
pretty sure we
absolutely
sent you
insane.
like
Yeah,
$10 billion. You can afford some
Yeah,
updates.
you guys have F-35s, but no red dots. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Oh, okay. You got technology to fucking hit the USS Liberty, but you can't get a fucking red dot.
Come on,
I
man.
was going to
Come on.
say 60 billion to Israel, but they can't buy red dots with it.
Yeah, dude. I always find those videos so funny when they're clearing a house and they're just
Yeah.
fucking zooming and peeking and it's like, oh shit. I mean, I'm not the world's most authority on how to clear a house, right?
Yeah.
But if it's bad enough to where I know that ain't it, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
I love that type of shit. It's just like I've had an obsession with shitty music on Instagram.
Yeah.
Fire. Have you ever heard Country to the Boner is what I call it?
Country to the boner.
Yeah, it's
No.
actually Country to the Bone. It's land law music. You must have seen it. It is fire, dude.
I'm
It's
looking
just-
this up on Spotify right fucking now.
Oh, yeah, Country to the Bone, LAN, L-A-N, law, all one word,
Land law
music. It's waking up, busting your butt. It's so fucking...
Kind of shit you just want to roll down the window in your pickup.
Oh,
truck, dude.
I'm gonna
Dude,
roll
I
around in my
love-
Prius playing this from the little old ladies.
Dude, I hype them up. Every time a reel comes across with that shitty music, I hype it up. I just fucking spam fire signs and shit like that, you know? There's this Indian dude who was like, "You are pretty, very pretty. India's your motherland." And it's just like, that shit's fire. I want to bump that. It's like the emo version of that new Kanye West song. You know the one.
They do an air
Not the
guitar
Cousins
solo.
one. That's what everyone says to me.
I just
That
love
one.
this
Dude,
landlord.
I haven't
video that
even
you
heard
said.
the Cousins one. Like, I've just had the other one on repeat.
Hey, buddy, you'd be speaking German if it wasn't for my fucking stepdad's mother.
Hang about.
Between this, I'm going to just be spamming this and Kanye's new song.
Oh, dude, they keep taking it down, and the emo version was a fucking banger,
The
dude.
emo version was well done. I thought it was AI, but the guy actually just fucking did it.
Yeah, dude, it's like you know what? Let's just put the lyrics aside, right?
Yeah.
Just the beat is fire.
Yeah. Man, fucking speaking of Indians, I don't know how this got me back on
It always
I think
does.
one of my favorite subdivisions of people, especially Asians, are like Asian dudes that become cowboys. Like
Oh,
it is
it's like
the
Asian
life
Kenny,
raw.
and he's obsessed with duck hunting.
I love that.
This motherfucker comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, man." It's like, "What's up,
Yeah.
Asian Kenny?" Right? He's like,
Yeah.
You want a quail?" It's like, no, I don't want a fucking quail. Like, what am I gonna do with one quail? Like, that's a serious question. He's the funniest motherfucker on earth.
I love that.
You should have taken the quail.
I have a Nguyen up here as well. I got a little Vietnamese guy who's more or less the same, but his thing is crime guns. I brought this up on an
that's
episode
gangster.
before, but I don't even care. He lives in the projects, and he's just like 130-pound little engineering kid. Love this guy to fucking death. And he just buys like garbage rods from all the local white trash. Like they all know he likes guns, and they're like, okay, this probably has a body on it. I need to get rid of this before my house gets raided because I probably do meth too. Do you want to buy this like Draco off me for $100? So he just has this pile of like absolute shit garbage rods that he that he's collected, and like every time that we have a group shoot or just like the gun club does something, he will drive from the projects, which is like 90 minutes away, and pull out like, God, what was the last thing? It was a CZ75, which is actually like a competent little gun with a magazine for an entirely different gun that someone dremeled a mag catch into. And it
That
works.
is so gangster.
It's
But you
so
know what?
fucking
Those like
gangster.
Vietnamese dudes and everything, they have built-in non-fear mode.
They
And
don't.
they will put that fucking thing to use.
Dude, this guy will just like walk into a meth den and just offer cash for guns. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. Just
Like-
straight gangster. The type of dude that'll get in a car crash because it doesn't affect him.
Yeah. No, he does not give a shit. His first
130
iteration,
pounds of
the first version of Red, that's what I guess his chosen name here is. He was really into like black powder revolvers, and he went like full cowboy, suspenders, like the plaid old shirts with like buttons at the top. What were those called? Henleys. But I think a bunch of meth heads tried to break into his car, and all he had was this like 44 caliber cap and ball on him at the time. Not because he couldn't have any other guns, just because he carried it for the vibe. And he's like, "Oh, I need something more competent." So I guess the answer to that was like a Draco and a bunch of crime guns.
That is so gay. He's just carrying a gun from the 1860s or some shit, just like just
Yeah, just 'cause he
ready to
could.
pick a fight.
Because he's awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, it works. The guy saw it and they fucked off pretty quick. But
Dude, it's crazy when you think about, especially those guns, because there was a couple months where I was just obsessed with fucking what was it, like fucking Indians, and not the kind we were talking about earlier, like in Texas,
Feather,
right?
not Red Dot.
Yeah, like when they're conquering Texas and they're just like, and then the Texas Marshals got something to outgun them, and it was like fucking 5 more rounds and then you're still done. It was like, holy, it's so interesting to learn about, because these guys are like, look guys, I got fucking 5 more rounds, let's just charge straight into them. And you know, there is a guy in the background who's like, that's a fucking great idea.
Fuck, I mean, it's the age-old American solution: 5 more bullets, 5 more lanes, solves everything.
Yeah.
Double.
Whoa, what'd you say? That was heavy. Say it again.
5 more lanes solves everything.
Lanes?
Lanes.
Highway lanes?
Lanes?
Yes, sir.
Fuck, I'm not understanding that. I seem like a dumb bitch.
Like,
Man, speak fucking English. Been in our country long enough.
Dude, that was really good.
Dude, in Idaho, like our biggest, all the highways are 1 lane. You've been here with me. Like I think the freeway in Boise is 2 or 3, but
Yeah, it's 2 or 3, but all the back roads, the ones you actually travel on a bunch, are like
Yeah.
these two fucking, you know, it's one lane on each side. And it's like
Yeah.
the other day I left Micah's garage, right? We're just fucking bullshitting. He was
Yeah.
loaning me some airsoft guns for video,
Yeah.
and I'm fucking driving, obviously, because I'm in a car. I guess that made me sound like a bitch.
That's
No,
usually
you're
what
okay.
happens when you're in a car. Yeah.
I thought there was a fly on me, and I go to brush it away, and it leaves, right? And then I'm driving, and I look down, it's a giant black jumping spider.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and fucking, there's nowhere to turn out. It's just one lane each side. It really, I mean, you think dudes in war have it hard? You weren't me in that moment.
No, tell your truth.
Please make that the show opener.
You think dudes in war have it hard?
Not all heroes wear camo, brother.
You haven't seen how hard I can get.
Yeah.
You ever fucking stubbed your toe when your gay little tummy had an ache?
God bless.
Brother, let me tell you, I barely made it through that.
Sponsored
Dude,
by
I can fucking-
511 Tactical.
Sponsored by 511 fucking tactical Tim Kennedy wears our pants.com.
Man, one of the biggest culture shocks to me in general coming to America, and I feel like I've talked about this before, was 511 stores. Like, there are just fucking 511 stores around here.
Yeah, ain't
Oh,
that
dude.
wild?
Yeah.
You want to see the most depressed sales reps in your life? Go to a 511 store. Good Christ.
Dude, you know what we should do when you come out here? We should hit a motherfucking 511 store, and we'll get some shit, and we'll immediately hit a fucking Black Rifle coffee shop, dude. And then
Dude,
we
do you
won't
have
leave
those in
until someone.
Boise?
I saw one up in the Yuppie area.
Fuck,
It's like 45, 50 minutes away, and it's like I came across it one time, just driving, and I saw that shit. I was like, "Fuck, dude!"
Dude,
The
I
urge
remember
to have
seeing
someone
photos.
thank me for my service was fucking. It was pinned, dude.
I remember
wear
seeing
511
pictures of one,
to a
and it
Black
was
Rifle
literally just
coffee.
like a Starbucks rebranded. It is wild. I thought they were fake.
You
Didn't think
take
they were
that back, brother.
Yeah, don't say anything bad about them. Yeah, it was wild. I didn't go in. I don't know. I picture it's just a place with a bunch of cans
Yeah.
on shelves. I don't know if they
Yeah.
make coffee or what.
Dude, from the pictures it just looked like a fucking Starbucks. I just imagine like Starbucks, you walk in and like you order your blonde mocha frappuccino and you get served by just this like kind of schlubby dude with like tattoos and Oakleys, and he drives a lifted Tacoma. Like,
Brother, if I
Yo,
work here
yo,
long enough, I
first-
can meet Matthew
First
best.
thing is I have a pair of Oakleys in my Tacoma right now. It's not lifted though. Second thing is, have any of you distinguished gentlemen ever had a fucking little bitch moment where someone made your coffee or a drink and you were a little bitch about it?
like
Like they
make
messed
the
it
wrong
up
order
and you
and you don't do
complained?
anything.
Not even the wrong, it's the right order. It's
Yeah.
just not up to snuff and you complained.
No, I
Like,
usually.
My mind jumps to the last time I think that happened, because like when I left Canada, by the end, everything was Indians, so they would fuck your order up regardless.
So
Like-
Nathan was ready to argue, whereas as a Commonwealth citizen, he had
No,
never
dude,
That's
I
fair,
didn't.
though.
I don't want to
in his
interact with an
life.
Indian. Like, just leaving is my win.
Yeah.
But like, my mind jumps to I was in an airport probably like 5, 6, 7 years ago. It was in Ottawa, and totally irrelevant. I was just doing a thing where I stopped drinking milk and like dairy and all of that just for a little while. I was doing
Yeah.
some bullshit health thing, and my tolerance to dairy had bottomed out because I hadn't had it in like 6 months. So I ordered a black coffee and they gave it to me with milk. But you know, the barista was pretty and I didn't want to make a scene, so I just didn't say anything. So I drank it anyway. Fuck it, may as well break it. It made me shit. It was like, so like I'm sitting at my gate and I just feel it like for whatever reason I'm surrounded by women, and you know, sometimes in the airport
Hot.
people talk to you. I'm talking to all these people and then suddenly it hits me. I'm like, dude, I'm like letting out silent but deadly, silent but deadly, silent but deadly. Okay, it's getting awkward. I have to go. I'm like, hey, do you mind watching my bag for a second? I go to the washroom that's right across from the gate, and I just start shitting my fucking guts out. And then I
Oh,
hear
dude,
the
I thought you
plane
were gonna
boarding,
shit
but
your
it's still coming out of me. Like I'm like both hands on the seat. I should have complained. I should have been like, "Hey, do you mind if I just like not have milk in this?" But I don't like being that guy. I don't like being that little bitch. And apparently, I would sooner almost miss my flight and really inconvenience some other lady who's watching my luggage, then just get the right coffee to begin with.
Yeah. Dude, the one time I've done it, it was at like a Dutch Bros, and it wasn't even a this is how much of a little bitch I was.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a coffee, dude. It was
One
like
of
a fucking
reasons.
smoothie, and I wanted
Yeah.
caramel green apple, motherfucker. And they just gave me green apple. And so I go
Man.
back by, and I'm just like, yo, y'all didn't put no fucking caramel. And so they put a little drizzle on top, dude. And I drive off again, and I'm like, what the and I'm so infuriated because it was just a little fucking drool. It was just a little drizzle, dude. I want that shit in the cup, right?
Yeah.
And I'm such a little bitch. I drove back by, and I get to the window, and they're like, what the fuck is this guy back for, right? As anyone should. And I'm just like, you know what? You can have it back. And I fucking cringe so hard, even to this day. I'm just
Thank
like,
me for my
wow, if I could
service.
beat myself
Yeah,
up,
thank you
I
for your
would,
service.
dude.
Oh,
Charlie
man.
was in
was-
his girl boss era.
Dude, I don't even get me started, dude. I was leaving Google reviews to places I never been to, shit like that. You know, like I was such a little bitch. And then
Like-
I think this isn't drink related, but you remember SHOT Show this last year?
Yes.
I'm like, so somehow Hunter, myself, Etsy, and Hunter too. Hunter's cameraman. We get in before SHOT Show starts, and we're seeing all these people line up, and we're just like, oh, fucking losers, right? I'm just like, oh, I gotta take a shit though. So I sneak off to the bathroom before the bathrooms get incredibly packed, and I picked the one stall with fucking no toilet paper, dude. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, fuck. So I'm trying to wipe my butt with fucking toilet seat covers.
No.
I just had to throw that. I don't know why it came. That was going to sound gay too. I was going to say I don't know why it came in my mind.
You didn't do the
dude.
waddle of shame to the next stall over.
No, because there were still people, and I didn't want them to see my wiener. So I was like, It's just nonstop,
Man up.
dude.
Just
Yeah,
man up.
R.I.P. that flush. That shit's not going down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
A man
Like-
wipes himself.
dude? I'll blame that on Springfield, dude.
This episode brought to you by the Springfield Kuna. Roller delayed
Yeah.
for sub $1,000 by
Springfield Cuda, which you'll never see on the channel because they blocked me on Instagram.
Consume.
Man, that's you want to talk about little bitch shit. That's little bitch shit. Like, you're a grown ass fucking company. Like, tolerate my fucking comments.
Well,
Yeah.
it was when they posted a picture and it was an N on the ground and a sword behind it. No, but check this out. Everyone else was spelling out the word, right? And everyone's with the rest of the word spelling it out. And all I did was say, "Are you going to release a prodigy that runs?" And they fucking blocked me for that shit. And everyone else is able to spell out the word. I should have just gone with that strategy.
It was like a big
Oh,
board
man.
meeting. They're like, our newest post was really a mess. And like, what happened? They're like, this guy says that the prodigy needs to be fixed.
Yeah. Let's
Fuck that
forget
guy.
the other 800 people who spelled out the N word. This guy made fun of the prodigy, and we literally spent days designing it.
I had a prodigy once. That was a mistake.
They're not, if you replace certain parts, but
Yeah,
should you have to replace certain parts?
I replaced the
they're
entire
not bad.
ignition kit and hand fit it myself, and it did run after that. And like, spent 4 hours hand polishing the rails with emery cloth to get the fucking Cerakote off them. Otherwise, actually, probably because I replaced all of it, I did like that gun. But
Yeah, it's a
completely
nice
rebuilt
gun.
out of the box, it was not good.
Yeah, no, not out of the box. That's why it's impressive when shit's like what is it? PDPs, like
Yeah.
out of the box, some of the best
Yeah,
fucking
they just fucking go.
triggers. That's
Yeah.
what impresses me. I don't want to have to put a bunch of fucking work in.
Yeah,
You know, like I was on the M&P train, and M&P is a great gun, but I wanted to put aftermarket stuff, like
Yeah.
a different barrel, because the barrel's not so accurate, and then different trigger. Dude,
Yeah.
I spent fucking hours filing this barrel down because I'm a fucking idiot, and then put the
Yeah.
new trigger in, and it's like first match after light strikes, and then by that point I'm just such a little bitch. I'm just like, I'm not gonna investigate
yeah.
because that fucking sucks.
I feel that. I'm unfortunately the stereotype of like oh, Glock perfection, but replace every fucking part in the Glock.
Literally my comp gun.
Yeah, no, I feel that. My 34 comes back from agency next week. I want to say it's supposed to ship today. I guess. But,
an agency boy.
Yeah. I like Mike. He's a good fella. He's been on the show. I like him.
Yeah. The owner of agency, Mike. That Mike is a dope dude. He's awesome. I go there and I hang out.
Yeah. He every time you see him in person, he's just like all smiles and like hugs and just wants to fucking hang out. And I like that. I like that personality type. Like
even if he's on the phone and it's an important call, every time I've walked in there, he will come over, give me a hug. How's it going? Take time out of his day.
Dude, I love that. And that's honestly like why I'm an agency lad. He makes that company for me. Then the guys are pretty cool, I guess. Oh.
Except the Ronin ones. The Ronin ones are a bit questionable.
No, that was the perfect, albeit a little bit rushed, tail cap to our Idaho visit. Was like, we had a little tour of the agency factory, and we're like,
that was nice.
We're gonna be late for our flight, but this is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a few of the stockpile guys are over there now. Because
really?
Stockpile's not around anymore.
Yeah, I heard about that. That happened at SHOT Show. Well, like during SHOT
Show. Yeah.
That's
so, but yeah, a few of those guys went over. Steve, was it Tyler, Cameron, AJ? Like, they were all. I said they were all like they just died yesterday in a fucking Indian car accident. But all dope dudes, man. So it just adds to what agency already had going on. Like I said, fucking. It's just a vibe there.
Yeah, I like all of those dudes. So,
dude, the most embarrassing part of the agency factory tour was letting Mike know that I've got a Zafiri precision slide on my carry gun. He's like, this is his judging. Oh, and what's worse? I think I've talked about this on the show before. I don't know if I showed you when we were out in Idaho, Charlie, but I've got. I don't know if any of you guys follow Zafiri Precision, but at one point during the pandemic, they did this promotion where if you got basically a challenge coin sized tattoo of their logo, they would send you a free slide.
Oh, I remember you telling us this.
I'd fucking do that in a heartbeat.
Right? I have
Abby Shapiro's big tits tatted on my arm. Like I would get a Safari Precision logo.
Fuck it. So I went
to what? So okay, BR, you finish first, and then I got
no.
You didn't know about this?
Tits. My mother-in-law listens to this show.
She like Abby Shapiro.
I think she's too. Oh no! Cut that!
Yeah, that better be cut, dude.
Oh fuck. What the fuck was... Oh yeah. So anyway, I was a broke boy. I needed a milled slide at the time, and people are like, really? You got a permanent fucking thing inked on your body? That's like a company's logo, which I'd never done before because I don't believe in any of that like weird corporate
consume
shit. Yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'll just have like this shitty strip mall tattoo, do a super skinny outline of the Severe Precision in like an inconsequential spot, which I did. My ass, no, that'd be fucked. Having them own my ass.
I was about to say you've shown it to me, but I've never seen your ass. I don't think we could change that.
We can change that.
You've got
I won't say where it is. But yeah, fucking did that with super thin line work. The guy was like, all right, I'm going to start filling it in now. I was like, do fucking not shade it. We are just doing line work, and I will blast over it with something at some point. That was like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and I still haven't covered up, so fuck it.
Time to DM Mike and see if he'll comp you an agency slide for a tattoo.
Mike, just saying, I'll also get an agency tattoo. I don't give a fuck. I'm still poor, basically, so fuck it.
Just doing this for a bunch of free products. He's gonna look like the back of like some redneck's truck eventually.
Oh man, just like Sig Sauer.
Am I American
yet?
yet?
Ass, fucking...
Oh Christ!
Oh,
like Olight.
Winchester
today.
You know what's crazy is I've been shooting a shit ton of Winchester. That's what I'm shooting at the match.
Like White Box.
Yeah, it's actually fairly accurate.
Hey,
I would absolutely get a fucking ammo company tattoo for a ammo sponsor, like a lifetime ammo sponsor. Fuck yeah,
dude! I would, dude. But like I said, I already have shitty tattoo, so it's honestly the least highlighted thing on my body.
Just adding to the canvas. It looks like a dive bar.
Watch, check your phone, Nathan.
Oh, hold on. Oh, fuck me! You're not kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Wow.
above her it says "Why We Fight."
He's not joking.
Oy vey.
It's next to the Pokemon ball. I know nothing about Pokemon.
Doesn't it look
God
like a
bless.
nutsack or something when you bend it as
Dude,
well?
when I bend my arm, it stretches into a nutsack. It's the worst placement ever.
That's
Perfect.
or the best placement. Could go
Yeah,
either
or her
way.
boobs just get bigger, dude.
What does the wife think about that one?
Well, it didn't really matter because I didn't tell her until I was done. But it would, like I said, like I have the Pokemon ball because like the kid was really into Pokemon, and we're at this tattoo convention, and there's this chick there, and nobody's like she's an apprentice, nobody wants to get tattooed by her, and she had like simple flash artwork. I was like, yeah, that Pokemon ball, how much would you charge? She's like $50. I was like, slap that shit on.
You know, it's
And
actually
the only
really
reason
well
I
done.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's honestly one of the best tattoos I have. Right?
Yeah.
She's trying to prove herself. But the reason I got it is because we picked up the kid from school, and I was like, well, if you don't have a fucking Pokemon tattoo, you're not a real fan, just to piss him off. But it backfired. He's like, I don't care. I was like, fuck, dude. Now I got a Pokemon ball, and I got Abby Shapiro's fucking huge tits. It's like, fuck. And then on my other arm, went through that fucking 1776, brother, phase. It's like, there's no going back at this point, dude. No
Yeah.
going back. I think the only thing I'd keep is like the paw print. You know what I mean? Dogs,
Yeah.
but that's it.
I think you
And
should
my
just...
MS-13 tattoo.
On your knuckles.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah. It's on my
eye.
eyelids. That way, when I try and flirt with the homies, I'm just like fucking better.
I was gonna say, I think you should just get face tattoos at this point.
I probably should. I don't know what I'd get. Maybe I'd get like a mustache under my mustache.
Ooh.
But only I'll get it like in that kind of like what is it? That fucking Splinter Tarn-esque lines. It'll be really shitty.
It's an
You
East
know, maybe
German
I'll get some
mustache.
compliments or something like. Be like, fuck, dude, your mustache is really thick. Yeah, whatever. You're the fucking waiter.
Quit flirting with me, bro.
Yeah, stop fucking flirting with me, Dad. Piece of shit.
What if you just get Charlie across your forehead?
Charlie across my forehead. I don't know. It depends on how much I'd pay myself. But then again, I don't really trust myself to follow through.
You should do it yourself.
And it just
Like Amazon
turn out
tattoo
backwards.
gun
yeah. See how you
in
go.
the mirror.
Yo, fun fact, little known fun fact, is I can write backwards in cursive.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, actually. I don't know why. When I was a fucking kid, I was like, I just want to learn how to do this, and I can still do it to this day.
So if
That's
there's ever a
actually kinda
competition stage where you need to do that, you're gonna
Dude,
absolutely
if there's
get
ever
it.
a
You're gonna-
competition stage where the last target is showing your backwards cursive into a mirror, you're gonna be able to read it.
Yeah.
GM,
Well,
instant.
Nathan, add that
Yep.
to the antisocial shooting competition list.
Oh, we should talk about that.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, shit. Have you told Charlie about this yet?
no, I haven't.
never heard.
I brought it up in
Send
the
her a link.
episode, and I'm totally dragging my fucking feet actually doing anything about it. Sorry, I have a lab that's trying to get my attention during a lot of this. So,
Nathan's
this
spying
summer,
a dog.
sometime, location, TBD, Northern Idaho. Date, TBD, probably August.
Okay, we got stuff to work on.
Yeah, lot of TBD. I know. The USPSA guys have asked me not to do it on the 23rd and 24th because that's some state championship or something.
Yeah, actually, fuck, I forget which one, but yes, they are correct.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Oh, yeah,
were
I think
thinking of-
it might be it's a sectional.
Yeah. So we were thinking of having a kind of 3-gun, 2-gun USPSA match sort of thing up here. Every single stage, however, is going to have a story. None of them are connected. They're all, kind of their own thing. And for example, one, and I'm sure you've seen the reel of this, like situation, you get back home, you hear strange sounds coming from the master bedroom. You go in and find your wife blowing another dude.
Oh,
So
she's
course
Kennedy.
of fire, you start in the hallway. Shooting position is right in the doorway. The stage is called Home Early. Waste both targets, sit down, and one hand a third target that represents yourself. So all
What if one of the targets are like painted black?
We go figure out style points.
Yeah, cause we gamed this at the gun club, and we had like one target was on its knees with another erect penis in its mouth, and it was we called it cockstock scoring instead of your best. If you hit the penis, you get 10 points. Like it's like 2 A zone hits. But it was drawn just small enough that I think only 1 or 2 people managed to.
You really got to build this scenario. Like, you got to have a suitcase like you just got back from your accounting job or something like that.
That is a good idea. That is, I like that. I'm going to hit
Yo.
Goodwill later.
I sent a link in the chat. I don't know if it works.
Yeah, let's
But of all
see.
the stages.
Oh yeah, you have all the and like
access.
one of the stages that I really
It
like
doesn't
is
work
like
if I just share it.
yeah, you are sitting at a table. You just got fired from your job. Your boss is sitting right across from you, and you got 4 HR employees. When the buzzer goes off, you have to flip the table and waste all of them. Like the whole thing is silly. Obviously, some high speed guy is going to win, but there's going to be hopefully prizes for like the funniest, the most stylish. You know, it's just going to be a good time, and we want to put that together if we can find some land that's probably not Fern and Rod and Gun, but I'll probably do that again if we have to. Sometime
I think it would be structured enough that we could probably do it at Fern and Rod and Gun.
We could probably do it at
anyone
Fernan.
freaking out.
Did that
probably
link
don't
work
pay
or
for
no?
Fernan. Again, we'll like ask anyone to have to pay for Fernan.
Dude, what if one stage was like just to piss people off? What if one stage was steel, just steel, and you just lined up like left to right, and the steel gradually got smaller, and you had to start Israeli draw.
Do we have an Israeli drill?
We do. We have an IDF drill, and it was all the little targets, all the
yeah.
Oh, I need to add that one to the document.
At like knee height.
and knee height, and like I have gone and drawn children throwing rocks in a bunch of them.
We got 13 of them so far.
Yes, we need to pare it down to like 5 stages because we don't have that many bays, and we don't want to like spend all day. But like 5 good stages. But yeah, there's a bunch of logistical things. Like probably we need people to be competent enough to actually show up and shoot this safely, and like ROs and all this. Enough local companies are willing to help that I think this is going to be a real thing. I'm pretty excited. I don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, but it'd be pretty awesome if you came and shot your cheating wife and her black lover.
That would be sick. She's doing that right now. What? Oh, no, she's hanging out with the dogs.
The little Vietnamese guy that I was talking about. We wargamed this at the local gun club, and as he came around the corner, he pulled out this little 5-shot 38 and yelled, 14 years of my life wasted!
Oh, dude, that would be sick, though. Yeah, I think that one weekend you mentioned, I had the Idaho sectional, and then I think the following weekend I am doing a class in Utah, a match, and taking part in a class, not instructing it. Yeah. So if you can change your entire schedule to fit around me, that would be
probably unironically fitting your schedule anyways, because it was going to be before the first one.
Okay, sick. Yeah, see, that works out. Thanks for changing
as
it
a way to
anytime.
Thank you for your service. We must change the whole schedule.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, if you were gonna thank me for it, there's so many things I can think of that involve like cash and stuff. Like that, you can send to my Instagram.
Best I can do is a 6-figure SIG sponsorship.
Hey, I didn't say it was them, bro. I didn't say it was them.
I love the companies putting out like who said we're sponsored by SIG, but they never deny it.
Dude,
you gotta watch the language.
Yeah,
that's what you gotta do.
Yeah,
that's where it's at.
Yeah,
GBRS trying to defend SIG was interesting. It wasn't the knowledge transfer I was looking for.
If I don't see that video, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Like, if I don't see you with your fucking hands up and you're probably, I don't know, you're like looking through a telescope and you're fucking actively saying knowledge transfer 3 times in the mirror with the lights off, then you're lying. Simple as that. It's like, fuck. And it's crazy because, yeah.
I've got 26 in my safe. None of them ever go off. They're all unloaded. Like, explain that.
Man.
How is that physics? How's the fucking rain fall from the sky, bro?
Explain that, anti-gunner.
I'm not some kind of crazy-go-lucky guy who carries one in the chamber, just waiting for something to happen, and I'm gonna get fucked up by my gun, acting like a dumbass. No, I keep that shit Israeli carry. That's how the IDF do it. That's how I do it. Works for me. I've been deployed
And
6
I know
times.
what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking I'm shilling for this company just because I'm fucking super tall and handsome and on a lot of testosterone, but that's not it. Which I don't know. For legal
Anyway,
reasons, I don't
my
know.
link's in the description. Use my code. Get yourself 15% off.
Yeah, dude. They don't even know. They don't even fucking know. They don't even know where it's at. Hashtag get a handle of your peas, cucks.
Man.
Anyway, back to your Medal of Honor, Charlie.
Which one?
Well played, well played.
Got your ass roasted. Boom.
All right, what do we got? We did have topics. Did we miss any of them, by the way?
I think we
The
actually...
India-Pakistan war.
Oh, dude, I'm
Where
so
will
sad
we get
that
cheap
spooled
patches
down.
now?
I'm so sad that spooled down. I was kind of hoping for total. I mean, no, cut that. Maybe that's too much. Maybe that's a bridge over Terabithia.
Well, dude, it was so boring because you could see immediately it wasn't going to get serious because they're just like, oh yeah, there's a fucking dogfight with 127 fighter jets, and it's like,
No,
no,
there wasn't.
you just made it seem like the Battle of Britain. That's not accurate. You know, I know one thing. Even in those countries, they still have cell phones.
Yeah.
There's no way 127 jets were just above the sky flying with people yelling into the mic.
Yeah.
You know, do not redeem. Do not redeem.
I remember seeing like the India Foreign Affairs or one of their various Twitter accounts posted like, we just shot down a Pakistani fighter jet. And it was fucking Arma footage.
Oh yeah.
Brilliant.
I love it, dude. That was stolen valor, dude. That's not cool.
That was stored.
Just go on the Twitter, post the army footage. No one will know.
They need to come to me if they fucking.
Not only was it Arma
shit.
footage, it was Arma footage that other government accounts have posted. Like, it's become basically a meme.
Yeah. The
Oh,
ghost
with
of
the
Bangladesh just shot down
anti-aircraft,
5
like shooting after it. Yeah.
Yeah, the tracers at night kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, like that. I'm pretty sure that was posted in the beginning of Ukraine.
Well, they're behind, dude. They're just now getting 50 Cent over there. You know what I mean? Like,
the cash
That's
money
what it
move
is.
would have been to take some Knob Creek footage of like all the tracers going off when the India Pakistan thing was going off and being like crazy footage from the border of India and Pakistan.
Yeah,
it would have been cool if it went on a little bit longer and they had their own Ghost of Kiev.
Yeah. Oh man, like Ghost of Punjab, like.
Yeah, dude. How sick? How fucking sick would it would have been if that one video where it's like, oh, he's gonna be Pilot Grape.
It was him.
If he was one of the fighter pilots, dude.
I just picture a dude like squatting out the side of his biplane and just like taking a dump that perfectly hits a second Pakistani biplane.
So there's been a second poop.
That's very good. That's very good, dude. Hello, Charlie Daddy.
Yeah.
Hello, Charlie Daddy.
Al, you're weirdly good at impressions. I still want to hear your like American voice. Like, I would like to use my credit card.
The Asian guy?
Yes.
that did that? I think I'll use my credit card. You have anything
Nah, you still had an accent, dude.
Yeah, just a touch. You'll get it.
I just need to surround myself with fellow retards.
Yeah.
Well, dude,
I'm looking forward to your first, like,
exactly, buddy.
I'm looking forward to your first experience with like a guy who really doesn't want you to be here. Like, I'm looking forward to your first experience with like a gas station hick. That like hears your accent and will say something rude to you.
I will get
be so
I am
sick
going to
if
end
you-
up in a shallow grave.
And then you started flirting with them, dude.
Oh, dude.
It's gonna be Brokeback Mountain.
You just like look at him and softly lick your lips.
And then he'll be like, maybe this town is big enough for the two of us.
See, that wasn't bad.
Yeah, actually.
See, that's
You're getting
okay.
it,
You're not always retarded.
No, just generally.
Wait.
Just 95% of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about 95%, think about you got a 95% chance to get AIDS, dude. That's pretty impressive. Hey,
Yeah.
don't you make that little smirk face at me. I see you over there, you little British gay.
British gay or British guy?
Whatever, commie.
Yeah.
Shut up, liberal.
Yep.
Your
Is that
neighbor's
coming
barking.
Very distantly.
Okay, I'll turn my gain down slightly. Like it's.
Why is your neighbor barking,
super loud.
Nathan?
They have a pit bull with like pretty severe separation anxiety, and they're both Hicks. Like they have white trash drama all the time, and
Dude.
yeah, this is like every other night. Like one of them will leave, and I just hear the pit bull barking and barking and barking. And I'm a big believer in like there's no bad dogs, only bad owners. But holy
Yeah, facts.
yeah,
You should upsell them like a Springfield Hellcat or something if they're a bunch of Hicks.
dude, he unironically carries a Springfield 10 mil in his pocket. In his
They're
cargo
just always
pocket.
fighting over the remote. One of them fucking breaks up for the night.
Yeah. No, it's a whole fucking thing, and like under the very small off chance that he ever hears this podcast, I'm not going to dox. Jay Sani, I don't really care about because I don't think he would just glaze over it. Like I don't think he has.
And his name's been in the news.
Yeah, he's like, oh yes, another 15 minutes of fame. Yes, he's not going to give a shit.
Good.
But yeah, there's a non-zero chance my hick neighbor is going to hear me trashing him and his dog. And kill me with his 10 mil. I don't know. Like key my car because they do that to each other sometimes. Every time they have a fight.
Yo, that's sick. He's just keying his old lady's car.
Yeah, no, dude, fucking like there's like love triangle bullshit with like him and his girlfriend and his girlfriend's ex.
No.
And the ex just came over and fucking broke his girlfriend's windshield. I think
that's so sick.
Yeah, like it's very funny to watch from the outside, but it's like, oh shit, I actually have to remember to lock my door again.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but it is still it's like a car accident, right?
Why
it's
did
sad,
that just remind me?
People died,
Yeah,
but you're telling someone about it later.
Charlie, that reminded
100%.
me of the...
It's funny from the outside, but in the meantime, I'm up till like 4 a.m. listening to this fucking pit bull bark.
Charlie, didn't you walk outside your house once and there was a guy taking a crap like right outside near your car?
He was pissing. He was pissing. So I lived in a duplex in Washington, and there's a Horosaurus Rex next door.
Yeah.
And her fucking old man was gone. I go out to take the trash right before I was about to hit a fucking range day, and there's a truck. And I've come across it in shorts on YouTube, which is like, I didn't fucking post that, but there's this dude and he's on the other side of the truck, and I'm taking out the trash. I'm looking, I'm like, why the fuck is he over there? And finally I realized like he was like just about to piss or had like just started pissing, and it infuriated me because it's like a shared driveway. It's like, what the absolute fuck? And yeah, I just proceeded to just yell at this grown ass man.
Of it.
Yeah. I hate that.
It's fantastic.
Man, like people defecating or like just creating waste, I guess, in public is like something I'm not really used to. It's something that was happening in my city by the time I left, and I hear people talk about it like it's normal, especially people from Washington or California. And like I remember one guy's like, oh yeah, I just got back from Chicago, and like it wasn't that bad, you know. I mean, there's bad areas and there's certain things, and then I'm like, well, are you sure? Like, did you see anyone take a shit in the street? He's like, yeah, oh yeah, but that's normal. It's like, no, that's not normal.
Oh yeah.
Not normal at all.
That's not normal at all. Maybe it's normal in Los Angeles where you came from, but it's not normal in the rest of polite society.
Well, it's like when I was in Washington, I worked for the power company for a while.
Yeah.
And fucking, I had to work in Seattle.
Dude.
It's like the shit you see and you walk through, and it's like number one thing is like, can I approach this thing because of needles? Shit like that. And then now it's like I walk downtown Boise and just it's clean. You know, one time I was out with Micah, and there's just a group of white women who just walked down a dark alley. Yeah. That's how safe it is. It was like, wow. Yeah, if this were Seattle, there'd be a crime.
Like, my mind jumps to of like family friends of mine who live in I want to say Oregon somewhere, or like Washington near the border of Oregon. And then they went to Portland. They were just talking about seeing a guy in a wheelchair just rolling across the street. He had a hole cut in the bottom of his wheelchair, and he's just taking a shit. Like leading
That's
a small
sick, though. That's
which,
Built
like,
for efficiency.
on one hand, very funny. Another hand, like, I'm glad I don't live in
Extremely
Portland.
sad. Like,
Yeah.
abysmally depressing, but also
Yeah.
quite funny.
depressing, but you can't feel sorry for junkies.
Yeah. Like,
Just,
Like he was just like
different
fucking
animal.
not even a junkie. He was just down on his luck, just talking shit. You fucking junkie. It's like, what are you talking
yeah, it's
about?
like,
No, I went
doing
bankrupt.
that takes forethought. Like, that is
Oh, yeah.
effort to be a street shitter.
Oh yeah, you know what? I found myself, especially in the last couple of years, just completely devoid of any compassion for like junkies and shit like that, and homeless people. And now I'm just like, we gotta rescue these dogs. We gotta rescue these dogs. You know what I mean? Don't you bring a sad dog video across my fucking feed, because it will bum me out the rest of the night.
Yeah. No, likewise. I no bad dogs, just bad owners. Kind of stand by that. Dogs are innocent.
Facts on stacks. Well, fellas, it's kind of, I'd hate to cut it, but it's getting
you're
around that
totally
time.
okay.
I got to start packing for my match.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
worries.
yeah. It's kind of late as shit. I appreciate you coming on, especially in short notice.
Dude, thanks for having me. It's always a blast bullshitting with you guys.
Yeah, likewise. And good luck at your match tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I'll either fuck up or I won't. So I'm digging it either way.
I love the cope of I'm going for vibes, and whatever happens, happens. Like, fuck it.
Oh, it's 1,000% cope, dude. It's 1,000% cope. That's what it is. Because I guarantee you, when I do shit, I'm gonna be fucking bummed out, you know. But then I'll be able to say, "Well, I went for the vibes."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That believes in you. Also, thank you for your service.
Well, one, you're welcome, because I did it for me. And two, yeah. So hope it goes well. But there's a ton more this season I signed up for.
Yeah.
That my wallet regrets. So it'll be sick. It'll be sick.
Yeah.
Well, we do have one quite funny last bit to do with you, because it's something that we have shared with a certain other entity for a while. But we need some dad advice, Charlie.
Oh, dad advice?
This is meta. This is very meta.
We've been doing this for years. It's funny.
Don't give fucking dad advice.
Is that to the audience, or I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's the audience. We're all just internet personalities. You don't know us, and what we say isn't gospel.
Yeah.
Watch it, take it with a grain of salt, see if it's applicable.
Are you telling me that you're not a Medal of Honor recipient?
Yo, first of all, you don't question my fucking service there, buddy.
Jesus
I'll whoop
Christ,
your ass back to
now?
England.
What the fuck? God.
But no, it's been awesome hanging with you guys. Thanks for having me on, dude.
Of course.
Dude.
No, I appreciate
Thank you for coming on, especially on such short notice.
We already did that, and you just got back from pissing. God damn it, Al.
Oh,
Fired.
okay. Well.
Oh yeah.
Fired.
I was trying to keep subtle.
No green card.
I went to piss, but.
Well, you were the hardest co-host to kill because you're in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
use
I'm
a
not the
fucking
hardest.
sharp
All you need to
pencil
do
or something.
Yeah, just report me to the authorities, and I'm gone.
Actually,
honestly,
potentially the easiest podcaster to kill, aside from Lucas.
I just disappear
you just need to
one day,
report him to the
what
Garda.
Yeah, you'll get asked.
Oh. I was gonna say something, but I'll say it off camera. Nah, dude, he'll start way too much shit.
All right.
You can always, cut it.
Well, yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Charlie. We'll put all of his links in the description. And until next time. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Alright, what was the thing?